Hey, everybody. This is the 4K Lowdown. My name is David. My special guest at this time for a very special Sci-Fi Hi-5 is Alex Figueroa from Geeks and Flix. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
yeah.
I am so happy that our stream is working. We had some problems on Tuesday,
Okay.
but I had some problems with my wireless router. I fixed that and moved some stuff around, and I think Restream fixed their end. So I think we'll be good to go tonight.
All right.
But I had backup just in case.
We got the just in case.
And Turner Fan is already on. My brother. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much for plugging. There will be a check in the mail as soon as my wife lets me give you money, which probably won't happen. So we'll just have to deal with that. We'll just put an IOU on there forever. So my wife says, No. We got Jay Manley on the show.
Oh,
hey, Jay.
my brother.
I thought Robert would be first, but Jay's first.
Jay came in first.
Jay came out the gate. Okay, so what we did, Alex, we were talking the last time you were on for High Five, and one of the questions I asked you was your favorite genre, and you were talking to me about how sci-fi is your favorite genre.
Yeah.
So we decided to pick 5 of our favorite sci-fi movies each, and we're going to score them live using the Lowdown format. And I think this is going to be a blast.
I think it's going to be fun. I mean, because I think you said this is the first time you're doing this with the guest same time.
Yeah. Aside from Turner Fan, because Turner Fan's been doing our regular show where we've been doing top 10. This is the first time with another guest. And Turner Fan, I'm not cheating on you. I promise. It's just. It's just platonic. It's just platonic. Yeah, he's my side piece. My sci-fi piece. Bustin' makes me feel good. It had to happen. It had to happen.
We're already 2 minutes in and we're laughing hard.
That's okay. That's
Lord.
okay. Tears are optional.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh Lord. Oh man. But yeah. So, but the cool thing is that so the movies that we chose, we decided because me and David, we sat down and we strategically we strategized our movie picks.
Yes.
So what we did was we didn't want to go as much with Star Wars, Star Trek, because those are the common.
I know
stuff.
we could have totally copped out and went Wrath of Khan, Empire Strikes Back, and those could have been our 5. We could have been Star Wars versus Star Trek, and I think we might do that in the future.
Yes.
But we wanted to steer clear of those.
Yeah.
And we picked 5 each that were really good, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't cross the streams. So and pick the same movie. So what I did, and I didn't want to have them on different types, so we're scoring all 10 movies on the same 10 aspects.
Yeah.
So that'll be a legit winner for our favorite of these 10, because we were sitting there going, oh, we could have done this movie, and oh crap, we could have done this movie. There's so many movies that we could pick in the sci-fi genre. To actually narrow this down to 5 each was I kind of needed a minute to myself afterwards to calm down.
Yeah, I mean, it was even funny because even once we were done with the list, the next day you texted me and you went, oh, we forgot this one. And then we were like, who's taking out that movie?
It's oh crap, so what am I going to pull out to add that? And I was man.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that I have an honorable mention, but we're not going to score it. So Turner Fan says, I'm watching this and Ford vs. Ferrari at the same time. All right.
Nice.
But Ford v Ferrari, great movie. I love that. I don't like racing movies at all. I'm not a fan of Days of Thunder or Driven or any of those movies, but Ford v Ferrari, I really like that one.
It's funny. I never seen Driven or Days of Thunder. So and that one. So it's only 3 movies I never seen.
But you've seen other racing movies? I mean, Cars doesn't count because I know you got kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cars is like the only thing, or maybe Herbie, the buggy,
Herbie the Love Bug,
the love bug. Yeah, that's
the Love Bug. No, not the one with Lindsay Lohan though, right? With
no, the original.
the original. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah.
With Fred McMurray.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
whoever. I don't remember
Yeah.
his name, but yeah.
My Three Sons.
Okay.
I'm dating myself. I'm gonna go backstage and take my teeth out. So be sitting here talking, and all of a sudden, I haven't had my nap.
Haven't had my warm milk in a while.
Honey, where's my warm milk and my turkey sandwich? I tried to hit him, but he seemed to move away from me.
This is going off the rails.
We haven't even started yet.
7 minutes and then we're whacking out.
We're just well, we were kind of whacking out before the show started. You were like,
True.
"You got to look at this Ant-Man, bro." It's like, and we were both like, Ant-Man." Oh, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh my God! Wait.
No. 1,000 times, no.
I don't know if you can hear that, but this is my no button. I'm gonna be pressing it many times today. All right. So let's get just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
So for this, we have the basic 5 that I have for all movies: cast, acting, plot, ending, and story. So those 5 are constant. There are 3 for the sci-fi genre that I always have, and that's special effects, pace, and technology.
Okay.
Okay? And we'll judge each of those on a 1 to 10. And then the last 2 to cover sci-fi action and sci-fi thrillers, I have violence and intensity.
Okay.
So those will be the last 2. So all these movies are going to be scored on those 10 criteria, and then we'll see who wins.
Okay.
I'm excited to find out because I've got my own predictions, but I think we're going to be surprised. I think one of these movies is going to surprise us one way or the other.
Yeah. And it's cool because we're going. Not many people know, but we're going to be going from the year date. So we're going to start from the lowest all the way up to the current. Correct?
Yeah. We're going to start from oldest release date to the newest.
Yeah. So
And
it's going to be pretty.
You said that I totally forgot. So.
Oh, Evan's in the
So
house.
what would the release date of the ones? Oh, is that Mr. Pop Culture 33?
Yeah, Evan's in the house. He's gonna be the new the new guest for Inside the Collector's Cave this Saturday at 9:00 on the channel. So it's gonna
Awesome,
be
I can't wait for that.
We're gonna sit down, talk some Disney because I know he's a big Disney collector. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
I'm going to a baby shower for my niece, but I will definitely catch the replay. All right, so let's looking at our list here. I think it's Aliens
Let's do it.
because that's 87, right?
I'll pull it up right now.
I'm gonna have to get my IMDb.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'll do it for you, Matt. Quick. Aliens is 1986.
Okay, I think that's the oldest one
Okay.
of what we have because all of mine are 90s or above. And if we mix, if one turns out to be older, then oh well, we'll just
It's fine.
it's fine.
Oh, we do alphabetical. A.
We'll do alphabetical. A. Well, actually, would it be the other one? It's a number.
Oh, that's
I don't want
right.
to. I don't want to hint
number.
us to it.
But yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. I don't care.
Well, let's do Aliens. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Let's do that first. And Chappelle. So, Aliens. Yep, 1986, as my co-host corrected me, which I appreciate. So let's talk about the cast. So I know 4 people in the cast by name and face.
All right, name of character or actor?
Actor by face and name. So if you see their face and you go, oh, that's
Okay.
Sigourney Weaver. I know what she's been in.
So I know 4. I know
Blah, blah, blah.
Michael
Yeah, I could use-
Bean from Terminator 1, and then he was I think Hicks. I think he was Hicks. Sigourney Weaver, Bill Paxton,
Yeah.
and then Bishop, which is Hendricks.
Lance Henriksen.
I think. That guy. Yeah.
Lance
Yeah, I know
Henriksen.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
him.
4.
Him. Yeah, I'm the same way. So 4 for me, 4 for you. That's an 8 for both of us. So now what we're going to do, we didn't do this last time, but I've actually been working on calculations. So if we do tend to be like 1 point difference, then we're going to take the half point. So if I'm a 7 and you're an 8, then we're going to go 7.5.
Gotcha.
So anyway, but we're both 8, doesn't matter. Evan says, Alien is one of my all-time favorite films. Aliens is a great action film, but not as good as the first one.
I don't know.
But I'm not being too picky. Both are great. We're both kind of Aliens guys, but I loved Alien.
Yeah.
And I agree that Aliens is more of an action movie than sci-fi horror. Alien is more of a sci-fi horror movie.
Well, but wouldn't Aliens be action sci-fi horror also? Because it still has the elements
It
of
still has the
surprise.
element, yeah. But it's kind of like, you know how Resident Evil went from being kind of scary to then just being a whole bunch of people fighting zombies?
Yeah.
You know, and so it kind of became an action movie.
Okay.
So where the action kind of takes prominence over it. So you're not as afraid of the aliens as you were in the first movie when you first saw that burst out of the chest.
I don't know, because they did have that one iconic scene when they
had
locked
the
themselves in the room and it was beeping, and then they came from the ceiling and they just started dropping down. You can't tell me that wasn't scary.
I got to say the scariest the scariest part for me was when Newt's in the water.
Oh, dude.
And the alien comes up behind her, and I'm like, oh!
But I have a feeling, but I think, honestly, it might have a hint of horror.
I agree. There is an element of horror in that movie. I think the horror is more prominent. The horror suspense is more prominent in the first than the second. The second kind of gears toward more
action.
Almost like or action related, because there's a team of soldiers and they're fighting it, kind of like how Predator was.
But kind of a blend of both worlds, though.
Exactly.
I think that's what it's more towards. I think more. You're right. The first one is more strong suited for that type of story. But James Cameron went, no, we're gonna give him a hybrid. You're gonna have the first with a little bit of the action. That kind of worked for me. I mean, I agree with Turner fan. I'm waiting for Aliens 4K, bro.
Me too. I am gonna be on that like white on rice. So yeah, Rev 4K says Aliens is just as scary as Alien, but with great action.
Agree.
Yeah.
But he says Alien
just has better tension.
Yes.
I can totally get behind that, Rev. And it's not a Disney movie, which I found out very abruptly earlier this week that you don't like.
Well, I like Disney, but I mean, they do own 20th Century Fox.
They do.
Yeah, but I just think, like, I have a feeling the reason why we're not getting a 4K is because James Cameron is a douche, and he just doesn't want to release his movies. Like Titanic, True Lies hasn't even been a Blu-ray. So what more can you do? So it tells you there about the filmmaker. He's more obsessed with these stupid Avatars 20 films than releasing the great ones. But anyway, all right, so what's the next category?
Next category is acting.
Acting. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Game over, man. Game over.
Okay, I'm not gonna be super like I'm not. Oh, this is like a 10, right? Like that's 10
No.
is like a masterpiece of acting, like some Oscar
yeah,
award-winning shit.
Exactly. If somebody was nominated for Best Actor, then that would be a 9. If someone won the Oscar for Best Acting, then we would definitely go 10.
Yeah.
Or if there was like so many people in the cast and they all did great.
Yeah, I think the acting on this film, I'm gonna give it a 8.5, 8.5 maybe.
Okay.
Well, we don't do halves, right?
We don't do halves, but if we average out to a half, yeah, because I'm at an 8 also.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I put the acting on par with the cast.
Yeah. I agree. It's an 8.
Yeah. All right. So now we talk about the plot. And we've
Wiki, you went to
we've had
you found the new
we've
way of
had
doing
some we've had some interesting things with the IMDb page. To where I mean I just went to reading the box, and I know you and I talked about doing something with Google and bringing it up that way, and when I've done that, I end up going to the wiki page, and it's like this huge plot which tells the whole story.
It says, after floating in space for 57 years, Lieutenant Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, shuttle is found by a deep space savage team. Upon arrival at LV-426, the Marines find only one survivor, a 9-year-old girl named Newt. But even these battled hardened Marines with all the latest weaponry are no match for the hundreds of aliens that have invaded the colony. That's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, that sounds like a 10.
You know what? I'm really close. I'm at a 9 for that.
Okay.
But I love it. I'd be totally on board.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That description, it's like, it's like, to me, it's a go-to go.
It's almost perfect to me. I'm just I'm not quite there. I'm gonna need a little bit more time with it to just kind of
digest,
rub it all on my chest. So, Aliens 2 not on 4K is because of James Cameron, not Disney or Fox. Yes, we totally agree with that, because Fox would not put out before Disney bought them and might save the company, especially if True Lies got a release too. Yeah, I'm kind of jonesing for a True Lies 4K, but it's the same thing. James Cameron is putting the kibosh on all that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even the whole like Terminator 2, he needs to sit down and touch that thing up. That 4K is horrible. The Terminator 2, that thing is garbage.
Yeah, I still haven't got it to this day.
Oh, dude,
because I'm like, no.
I brought the Steelbook just because the Steelbook is really good, but the disc, I'm a fling it out the window. Yeah, pretty much.
I've been practicing my disc golf, so I've been like. Yeah. I could probably throw that disc pretty far.
I might do it like the Olympics where they hold it to the side and they spin
with
and they
the discus.
The discus, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, spin around and around and around and fling, and then you're like.
Oh, you hold it on your neck. What was it?
That's a shot put. Yep.
hold the disc.
Or do it like the javelin where you run up.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Red 4K says True Lies is gonna be on Disney Plus in 4K, and Disney's gonna give us a re-release on DVD. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised with new cover art and everything for DVD. Yeah. But all right. So what we got? What's the next hit? So I gave it a 10. You gave it a 9. Are we rounding it?
So we're putting it to 9.5. So that's a 9.5.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So the ending. I'm sorry.
It's classic. Yeah. What you got? Go ahead, go first. What do you give it?
No, I'm giving it a 10. I had both my hands up for a reason.
Oh yeah. So then I agree with you. It's a 10.
It's an absolute 10, and I'm just gonna go to this.
Yeah, that fight.
Because that, and it was quoted earlier.
Rev said it. That's his favorite line.
Yeah.
We were playing the PlayStation 5 Aliens game. And he was saying it the whole time. Get away from her, you bitch! While we were shooting the shit out of Alien.
I can see that on the headphones.
Yeah, that's all you hear is Rev.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Yeah, and then we started quoting the movie while we were playing. Me, Nate, him, Jay or Robert. Yeah, it was fun. Turner fan, I like the 0.5 instead of rounding up. There you go. He likes it.
We haven't actually tried that yet with our show, but yeah, when I was looking at our calculations for the animated one, and I'm like, you know what? It's not right in the middle. We were actually a little bit off.
New stuff with me, baby.
I'm trying new stuff with you. Yeah, see, you're my side piece, so it's gonna.
I'm your mistress, baby.
If you like it, then I'll go back to my work wife, Turner fan, and try it out with him. Treat him well, so he doesn't go.
No.
Tonight is not a PG-13 content.
No, it's not. I've already noted that on YouTube. It's definitely for mature audiences only.
Okay, where we get
so let's go to the story.
Story.
Yeah. So beginning, middle, and end. Were there any holes in the story? Did the story complete? And I gotta say, I don't
think so.
I don't. You don't think there were holes in the story?
I don't think there was holes in the story. I think it worked very well. Now, I'm not going to say this is a perfect story.
I agree with that. I think the story works well for the movie.
Yes, and I love the twist with Bert. That was really he threw him in the science lab while they were sleeping.
Trying to get him impregnated.
Yes, and I think that, and then all the shit hit the fan, and that's when the movie takes off. I mean, even better. Like, it just started to go crazy, the climactic parts. But
we're ruining Turner fans watching a Ford V Ferrari, apparently, because he's going to have to turn it off.
But to be honest with you, I think I'm going to give this a 9. The story's a 9.
Okay.
For me. I mean, I don't know what you got, but I think it works, and the director's cut is even better.
Yeah, I have not seen the director's cut.
Oh, you will love it.
And because of that, I'm giving the story an 8.
Okay.
So that puts us at an 8.5.
I believe that I believe, and I know Rev is in the chat. He could correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the director's cut, you see more of they show Ripley's daughter. Like, remember when she's in the planet, she wanted to see her daughter.
Okay.
Burke shows a photo of what it looked like. She looked like. You saw that was an extra scene. I believe they show the little kids in the beginning in the colony riding around before it got all beat up and all. But yeah, I think you would like it. It was more in depth.
Yeah, Evan was saying it's one of the best stories for sequels. It makes sense to her back to planet. No other way it works. Yeah, I completely agree, and that's what I was thinking. It works because it builds to the next one, so it builds for sequels, and you kind of you give some closure with Ripley taking on the Queen.
Yeah.
Doing all that mess, so then you're like, oh wow, so you got a whole new level of Alien to lead you into Alien 3.
But if you really think about the story, right? If you really, really think about the story starts off with her not wanting to go back. I mean, she was so scared.
She was like, no.
Hell no. Yeah, she was like, I'm not going back. And then they said the contract and the suing and all this shit.
And they're like, oh, you're working for the company, so you got to do what the company wants.
Yeah. And then she was never a warrior, and I think that's what made the movie.
She was a mother. She was mama bear.
Yeah, and then she was like, I gotta go back for Newt. And what happened? The Marine Hicks teached her how to use the gun, and then that's when she just became an action star. Like, you're like, oh, fuck yeah.
And then she knew how to use the front loader because she had to have a job when she got back to the planet.
Yes.
So she knew how to use that little robot doodad. Yeah. And so the little foreshadowing there was great.
Yeah.
So you knew that was going to come into play at the end, and that's beautiful.
I always say 80s movies, and I know a lot of some people don't like 80s movies. Like, Nate does not like 80s movies. He loves some, but not all. He doesn't. He's more of a 90s guy.
Yeah.
I always say 80s writing is so freaking awesome because it's like they knew. I mean, now it's just so the replay. They don't take chances, but I liked it. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
What we got next?
Yeah. I gotta pop because Robert came on the show. Told you he would make it.
There you go. That's
I used the quarter. It's a Mexicanese.
Mexicanese right there.
So Rev 4K asked about the story for Alien Resurrection.
How about but we're not doing that one.
We're not doing that movie. Rev, I mean, come on now. It's not an Alien show. It's been a while.
I would give it a 4.
The story? I might go 6 for the story.
Remember the story. It's been a while. That's what I'm
saying.
It
was the whole thing. There's holes in that story.
Didn't Newt die?
Newt died before 3.
That's what I'm saying. She crashed.
Yeah.
Wait, which one's Resurrection? 4?
4 was Resurrection with Winona Ryder, and
that's the basketball game.
That was the basketball game.
No.
with the Ravagers and the stupid and the with the basketball.
Yeah, I think Ron Perlman is there. Right?
Ron Perlman's in there. Yeah. Ron Perlman's in there, and then Sigourney Weaver's actually one of the experiments.
Oh, that's where she died.
Right.
Yeah,
so she was actually part, because at the end of Alien 3, she jumps into the vat, pulls the Terminator 2, holding the alien like that's her baby. It's like with the alien.
Oh, didn't she was wearing that vest with the jerry curls in 3? Wasn't like her hair wet and she had like the vest? Or was that in 4?
In 3, that was prison. She had her head shaved.
Oh, so that was 4 where she had the vest with the
vest, and she was like really, really tall, and she had the kind of long hair, and she was all looking like she had like, I'm trying to be an alien.
Yeah.
But I'm Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even read what Rev said. Ripley has great character development from Alien to Aliens. Yes. Doing a double feature this weekend. Good.
Ooh.
Alex hitting that Pellegrino like it's a 40.
Hell yeah, like this, bro.
That's right. Take that.
And I got another one, just in case I'm done.
I just got the perfect hydration.
Yeah, I always hydrate when I'm live. I always have some type of liquid near me. I start off with the honey, but today I had chicken broth, so I can have honey on my voice, and then I go off right into the cool stuff.
Oh, so that's what that velvety sound that's coming out.
Yeah, when you guys,
it's the honey. It's the honey in the chicken broth when it's yeah. I was noticing that. I was just kind of like, whoa, what is that? Alex, what is that? Is that the pheromones? Am I getting that through the headset? It's like, stop. I'm going to need a second to control myself.
It's coming out like the Little Mermaid, the hand. Remember
it's that little
singing?
Yeah.
That's my essence coming out of the mic.
It's like Hocus Pocus. I put a spell on you.
And now you're mine.
This is my last word. No.
All right, so now we're getting into the genre stuff. So first thing we talk about is the special effects. What do you think of the special effects?
10.
I agree with that, especially for the time.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah, and prosthetics. I mean, even look at when it was in the water.
Yeah,
awesome.
there was no CGI in that. That was just.
I love the tank that they were driving. That she had to do the whatever it was. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, when it crashed through the thing and
then
broke the axle on. That the gun with the belt, and he's all with the gunner. That huge the two gunners. The really big dude, and then Velasquez, the very butch, very like scary chick.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Rev, when we were playing the PS5 version, I think he was the gunner. He had that gun, and when he was shooting it the first time we played, he was excited. He was like, "Holy crap!" Because it sounds just
get
like
away from her, you bitch.
That's what I'm saying. But if you play that game, Alien Fireteam, it sounds like you're in the Aliens movie. It is amazing. I think a new board should be coming out. Rev, get ready, bro. We got to play again. This is a new board. But yeah, I agree. It's a 10. It's a 10 across the board for me. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Pace of the film. What did you think of the pace? Okay, the pace was good. Good, but not great. Not good, but not great. Because I think the time when he goes outside, Bishop goes outside to do the antenna crap. Yeah, I felt like it was a little bit slow. But then it picks up again. So with that, I'm tossing between an 8 or 9. Okay. I'm between there. Because I'm at an 8. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with an 8 on that
All
one.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the technology. So the technology is interesting, and I'm not for the time because this is '86. Because I'm thinking about like the motion detectors and the way that the guns were.
Oh, so
So
you
that
mean the technology
the
in the
actually
movie?
in the movie, the technology
Oh,
in the
that 10.
movie. Yeah, I thought it
That's
was
a 10.
really good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go 9, but it was good. It was really good.
I will say the reason why I'm giving it a 10 is because you see the futuristic weapons when the gunners are using, but then
Yeah.
Hicks uses an old school shotgun. So you kind of see the
You
difference
you
between
get
the
you
technology.
get kind of
Yeah.
the back, yeah, but then you got
Yeah.
the and I used to have that quote down where he talks about the gun, the
Shotgun?
regular gun.
Yeah.
No, the P-35 blah 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 with over and under pump action grenade launcher blah blah blah, feel the weight. That I used to quote that verbatim, but this is back in my 20s, and now I'm like, my brain is not telling me what to do, so I just can't remember what I'm supposed to
You
say.
got that brain tumor,
I got
remember?
parentitis. Yeah, it's just kind of, I've been a parent for so long, I forgot how to do
The
anything.
parentitis.
Parentitis. But
Well,
yeah, no, I did have a brain tumor. It was removed, but I still like the movies that I like. So
yeah.
I don't think it gave me any brain damage at all. I think I'm just fine. What were we talking about? Was it?
Well, Evan said that the director's cut's pacing is better, and he thinks it just flows better.
That's interesting. That makes me want to get the director's cut now.
And it's on Blu-ray. I think you can find it Blu-ray if you can find it for cheap. I mean, I bet you can find it for cheap.
I wonder.
There's no way.
It's not in the 4-pack because I have the quadrilogy.
Yes, it is in that.
Isn't that okay?
Look
So
in the back.
then
It
I
should
then
say
I
director's cut with it.
okay. I'm gonna check that because if that's the case, yeah, I haven't seen it probably, but I've got the quadrilogy on Blu-ray. So
You got the
okay.
Blu-ray one, the quadrilogy. I'll look at it. Go ahead. Go keep
Okay,
picking.
so so now we're going to the odd two, and that first one is the violence, and this kind of gears more toward the action side of this thing. I think there's an incredible amount of violence in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm at a 10 for
I'm
the
at
violence.
10. Yeah, that's a 10. There's
Yeah.
no way. It's a 10. Yeah.
Yeah. And then intensity, we're kind of gearing more towards the thriller side or the tension.
The tension, I give it a 9.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I give it a 9. Yeah, it says that it has it. Aliens has 17 minutes of bonus footage into their movie. You have the special edition, right? The Aliens quadrilogy special edition.
I'd have to double check.
Yeah, if it is, then it comes with all the films get the director's cuts.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm gonna save the total score
Okay, towards the end.
toward the end, and
Yeah,
then we'll have them all ranked.
Okay.
I think that'll be fun. But really good score. All right. So what else do we got?
All right. So what is next?
Because most of these are kind of '90s movies. If we're looking at them, I mean, aside from a couple which are even newer, I gotta.
Yeah. See, so Evan says while you're doing that, Evan says, to my knowledge, all discs have both versions, and then he also said Alien and Aliens director cuts are mostly added information. Aliens 3 director's cut seems like the complete different movie than it's two. Well, I don't know, because when I saw the director's cut for Aliens, I felt like it was a different movie. But then again, I never saw the director's cut before I saw it. So I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, well, everyone's different, but yeah.
I'm just jotting down all the years really quick so I know I have them. That's 99. So don't mind me. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves
Yeah. So anyway, while you do that,
Go on without me.
Yeah. If anyone got questions and stuff about the aliens, we can talk about it really quick on stuff before we go on to the next film. But yeah, so I guess aliens will be in top 10 for everyone's list of sci-fi movies. What you think?
I don't see why not.
If it's not. I'm very shocked. I mean, I guess some people will pick either Alien or Aliens, depending on the person. Like for me, it'll be Aliens over Alien. I don't like Alien, and I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like. I feel like it's boring at times. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I hate it. Of a movie, especially Ash. That scene with Ash is creepy. It's a creepy scine when he's like with the milk and he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, what is wrong with this guy? Yeah, I was like, what is wrong?
Oh, with the
when she reattaches him and the milk is all coming out his mouth and he's like, it's a mission. And I was
doesn't body good.
Milk doesn't body good. Yeah, it always creeped me out, that thing. All right, so what's our next? Do you like the prequels? There was Alien prequels?
Yeah, that's Prometheus and Covenant.
Oh no, I wasn't a big fan of those. I was not a big.
Yeah, I was like, oh great, we get the origin story of it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it was all right. They were okay. I wasn't.
You know what? I agree with you. I'm okay with it. Rev loves. Well, this is his franchise. Rev loves Aliens. Even Prometheus, he goes crazy. Yeah. But I cannot be behind it. Like Aliens Covenant. Whereas I think that one was crap. At least I enjoy that one way more than Prometheus, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because I was really looking forward to Prometheus because I like Noomi Rapace, and she was the main girl in Prometheus, and I like Michael Fassbender, who was actually the android guy.
And Charlize Theron. Ooh.
And Charlize Theron, yeah. And there was a great interview where Michael Fassbender was calling Charlize Theron a lazy bitch because she didn't do any push-ups in the movie because she's supposed to like be doing the push-ups in that one scene, and she wasn't doing the push-ups. They had to like superimpose that with the stunt person because she wouldn't do push-ups. Wow. And he was just calling it because I don't know. She's like, I'm not doing no push-ups. But it was a really funny interview, and I think they were just playing off each other. But he was like, she's so lazy. She's such a lazy bitch.
Yes,
I don't care.
4K said Prometheus gets me juicy.
Man, you're not going to have any more cushions left on your couch, bro. I gotta say, I mean, like I said, I liked the prequels, but I didn't love them. I liked Prometheus, but it didn't go the way I wanted it to, and I liked Covenant, but I was like, I could do without it. I probably have only seen it the one time.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But Aliens, I'll watch every day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, well, the one thing I will say about the prequels is that the 4K transfers on both films are amazing. I don't know if you have them.
I don't have the 4K.
You don't, but
no, I just have the Blu-rays.
Yes, they are out of this world. You will be stunned on how clear and how like the sound comes out of those speakers. I mean, I know you have Alien, right? You have the first one in 4K.
Yeah.
That one, imagine that, and that's a 78, whatever we said it was.
79, I think.
Yeah,
is the first one.
And look how clear they just did a phenomenal job on the cleaning on that movie. Turner fan says, now I want to watch the Alien movies. Yeah, I'm in the boat too. Now I want to see myself.
Kind of like, and we're not even to the second movie yet.
We got like 10 more to go.
We got 9 more to go. We just barely getting started. All right, so number 2 on the list. Is where is that? There it is. Terminator 2. Terminator 2, 1991. All right, so let's get into it. So let's look at the cast. You got Arnold, and you got Linda Hamilton. You got Edward Furlong.
That's 3.
That's 3. You recognize anybody else from the cast?
Well, I'm trying to think on top of my head without looking at Internet Movie Database.
I'm trying to look into IMDb just like off the top of my head. I remember the bald doctor, the psychiatrist in the beginning.
Oh, Robert Patrick. T-1000.
Robert Patrick. Yeah,
so that's 4.
So that's 4. Like I said, I remember that bald, but he was like in a TV show or something, but I can't remember his name. So he might give me 1 point. So that puts me at a 9.
I'm at 4.
So you're
I'm trying
Robert
to
Patrick
think.
and Arnold?
Well, Linda Hamilton, Eddie Furlong.
Oh,
So
4
4.
that you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at 8. So
Yeah.
there's 2 for you know by name and face, 1 for if you just know their face.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that puts us at an 8.5.
Oh yes, the foster dad was in 24. Yes, he's the one that drove the plane into the canyon because he had the virus or something. He had like in the back of the plane, and he told Jack to jump out because he was gonna die because he had all the radiation on him. Ha ha! I know who that is, but that doesn't count.
Well, that could be 1 point, but do you want to count?
Look, see, he said yes. Yeah. So that's
so.
9.
Evan has ruled that it counts. So
Yes.
okay, so that puts us both at a 9. Nice.
And the reason why I say that because 24 is like my top 3 all-time favorite movies, TV shows.
Nice.
I've seen like almost all of them.
Nice. I think I watched I liked the first season for sure.
Yeah,
I was a huge fan of the first season. And then I think I watched part of the second season, and then there was like a one movie, and I think I have that. There was a movie, like just a 2-hour movie of 24.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
He's in Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that.
I did not like that.
Yeah,
And they forced him back to get.
I didn't like that either. It was like, it was on. Yeah, it was in the sale rack at Blockbuster for like $3, and I was like, yeah, I'll get it. So I grabbed that, I put it in, and I watched it. I was like, oh, all right, well, okay. On the shelf you go. Collecting dust in my TV section. All right, so let's talk about the acting for Terminator 2.
Oh, I mean, it's spectacular. It's just like Aliens.
I really liked Linda Hamilton's arc in there. From she was all phooey, I burned the darn muffins in the first one, to where she's like Betty Badass in the second one.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I mean, Edward Furlong can't act his way out of a paper bag. I'm sorry.
That's why I'm not going to give it a 10.
I can't give it a 10 because he's bleh. Yeah. I think I'm at a 9 too. I agree with that. All right, so the plot.
The plot of the film. Oh, I got it right here. It says, in this sequel set 11 years after the Terminator, young John Connor, the key to civilization, victory over a future robot uprising, is the target of the shape-shifting T-1000, a Terminator sent from the future to kill him. Another Terminator, the revamped T-800, has been sent back to protect the boy. As John and his mother go on the run with a T-800, the boy forms an unexpected bond with the robot. I had to do like a movie voice with this because it's
in a world unlike any other.
Yeah, 11 years after the Terminator. But no, in terms of this, is this again? If you did not see the first Terminator, and you read this, is this like Aliens? Like, it's just you go, wow, I'm really. Honestly, not really.
No, not really. Especially when when they form a bond, I'm like, okay, so it's like, macking me or batteries not included or something. Because I was thinking it like, okay, it got cutesy on me for a second, and without knowing anything about the first movie, without knowing the cast, I think I'm at a 7 for the plot, because I still like time traveling robots and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that sounds cool, and then. Really a Bond?
The future, shape-shifting T-1000. So I'm like, that's all cool and shit.
Yeah.
But then it goes to that unexpected bond with
the robot. So I'm like, okay, so there's a bromance between a robot and a kid.
And then he can't act,
or
so even worse.
Or a botmance, or I don't know what you would call it. A robromance.
Yeah, a
robromance.
You gave it a 7.
Yeah.
I will go with the 7. I will go with the 7. Yeah, because this sounds like crap when you read it.
Okay, so 24 is my top show, but Old Man may take the top. That show is amazing. It's only 3 episodes in. It's on Fox Hulu. I don't know anything about Old Man.
I never heard of it.
Except for when I look in the mirror in the morning and go, ooh,
That's me.
that's me. Who's that guy in the mirror? What are you looking at, old man? Oh, that's me. Maybe I should go get my glasses on.
Dell on movies. Hey, what's up?
Dell, what's up, man? Yeah, I've been friends with Dell on Twitter forever, and then finally we found each other on Instagram and on YouTube. So glad to see him on the show. But yeah, okay. So let's talk about the ending for Terminator 2.
Great ending.
Oh man, I'm
up to 10.
I'm just gonna go like that and say, come on. That was like the best tearjerker moment.
Yeah.
Where it was like, I have to die.
He goes, "There's one more chip," and he goes like that.
Yeah.
He points at his. But my thing is like,
there's one more thing.
It always takes it away because John Connor stinks.
Yeah, Edward Furlong. Edward Furlong sucks ass. He can't. Oh my goodness! I thought the kid from Over the Top was a bad actor. Edward Furlong takes the taco.
Yeah.
And I love the movie Brain Scan with him in it.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that? It's kind of a horror movie where he goes in a video game and actually commits a real murder and blah blah blah. But anyway, like the movie. And he just totally ruins it with his, I'm such a good acting child. I'm trying, I don't know why the real horrible Sean Connery came out, but it was just kind of, but that's what it is. He's a horrible little tiny Sean Connery.
Yeah, he's bad. He's like, I order you to stop. And it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. Rev said T2 should have been the end of the franchise. I totally agree.
I agree too, because T3 was a steaming pile that I was not happy with, and then there was what
I like Salvation though. That was good with Christian Bale.
Yeah, is that the one with Sam Worthington? Is that the?
Yes. Yeah. Well, that wasn't good, but he wasn't good.
He wasn't good. He's another actor, but God, and then they did Genesis.
That was a piece of shit.
And I love Olivia Clarke, but that one took a few beers to get through. I was like, okay. And then I thought Dark Fate was okay because Linda Hamilton kind of came back, but again, the story, they're just ruining it. They're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. Like they're trying to do what X-Men did and try to write everything back.
Yeah, it didn't work for me.
It didn't work.
It did not work for me. I did not like Dark Fate. It didn't work for me at all. I didn't like it. I don't know anyone has played a good John Connor. Not even. I thought Bale was better than 3.
I thought Bale did better than.
I think he did better than all of them.
What was that dude in 3?
He was hard. He was Ra's al Ghul. And was he Ra's? Yeah, he was Ra's al Ghul in the CW show, and he was the wasn't he in Game of Thrones? He was the one of the Indian side of Game of Thrones. You know how they have all the factions. The other side of the world.
He was on the Indian side of Game of Thrones.
That side.
he was out that side of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, wasn't he? I forgot his name. What the hell was his name?
Rev says that's cool, Del. We're all wrong from time to time.
Christian, I don't know. I like Christian Bale. Imagine, you ready for this? Imagine in Dark Fate, they're in the highway, right? And remember when Sarah Connor came out, right? And everyone went all crazy, and then she shoots the missile, and the guy ducked, right? What happened if that scene was changed, and you hear "You Could Be Mine" by Guns N' Roses, and you see the motorcycle dipping from the back, and then you see it turn, and then all of a sudden you see Christian Bale with his long hair come out, and he goes, "Hey, Mom," and then you see Linda Hamilton come from like the other vehicle, like in her Jeep. Remember the Jeep that she had?
Like they're pairs. So she comes in the Jeep, and he's got a motorcycle with the stuff. That'd be kind of badass.
It could have been, right?
maybe a little Welcome to the Jungle, or come out with
the song from Terminator 2. You could be mine, and they're driving around. Come on, you can't tell me that shit would have been cool. I would have been nuts in the theater, like, oh shit.
Yeah,
but we didn't get it, so
we didn't get it. We just got Linda Hamilton.
dream,
Yeah.
dream, dream.
Dream, dream. Bring, 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 bring. Bring. All right.
That's what we got.
Back on topping. So we didn't actually score the ending. What do you think of the ending score-wise?
I give it a 10.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I thought maybe you were gonna drop it down because of Edward Furlong and his.
No.
But I think the ending really hits, and I think that's really good. So, what do you think of the story?
It's a great story. Yeah, I give it a 10 also.
Yeah. No, I'm totally on board with a 10 for the story. And
it's I gotta say, it's the best sequel to an action movie ever.
Yeah.
So that's
all
where
the
I stand
ties,
with that.
all the ties to the original movie, the way that they did it. Yeah, I absolutely love that, and I agree that could have been where the franchise ended, and I would have been happy.
Yeah, hands down.
But they keep coming out with more. I keep giving them my money, and I don't get my happy ending. So I'm still waiting for that. So maybe, I was gonna say maybe the next time I need to bring my own movie or something. But okay, so let's look at the special effects of the film. And
a 10. That's a 10.
This is amazing special. If I could give this an 11.
Whoa! Pop culture said better than Aliens. He does not know. Terminator 2 is better than Aliens. I mean, it's two different genres. I don't know. It's two different genres. I mean, it's a Terminator 2 is a straight action movie, but it's sci-fi also.
Yeah.
So
we've got sci-fi action, and then I have Aliens more. I mean, it's action, more action than horror, but it's more sci-fi monster, or sci-fi alien, because it's like it's a monster movie because you're dealing with xenomorphs, and then Terminator 2 is kind of time travel-y.
It's sci-fi
and it's
action,
like really sci-fi action, really sci-fi action. I mean, it's robots in present day fighting, shit exploding everywhere.
Oh man, it's hard, and I love both movies. I'm not trying to say I'm just saying in terms of the genre of action movies, Terminator is 100 times better than Aliens. Now, in terms of their it's just it's so hard.
Really, but I would say in a lot of situations, I would watch Aliens before I would watch Terminator 2.
I would too.
Like, this is where we're talking about favorite versus best, and Terminator 2 came out 5 years later. Better same writer director, better technology, so more detail can go into it. And that may make Terminator 2 the better movie, but of the two, Aliens is more my favorite. I would pop Aliens in right now. Terminator 2, I'd be like, maybe I'll watch that Friday.
Well, you know what? Hot take. I haven't seen, and we did on the Action Movie Guys podcast, we did that in the 10th episode, I believe, or 15th, and I haven't seen that shit in a year or two. Terminator 2.
Yeah.
It's not a movie that I always pop on. I watched more Aliens too, so I guess to each his own when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, I would. I can say I've watched Aliens probably twice this year, and the last time I watched Terminator 2 was last year.
Yeah,
but it was probably December because I'm like, okay, let's do a sci-fi marathon, and usually it's Terminator 2. And some of the other ones that are on this list we'll talk about later. Right. But okay, so let's get a move on with the pace of the film.
The pace, I felt like it was slow at times.
Yeah, I thought there were a couple of draggy parts.
Yeah, so
I
would give that
like when he's when Edward Furlong's trying to teach slang or whatever to the Terminator. That really kind of, I was like, okay, we don't need this crap. I mean, they could do some of the stuff, but I get it what you're trying to do, but you don't have to be like all the hasta la vista and all that kind of crap. Um, so I think I'm at a 7 for the pace.
Okay. I gave it an 8. So
Okay.
I guess it was 7.5.
So 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah, because we gave Aliens an 8, and I think Aliens was faster.
Yes, it was way faster than that movie.
Yes. So that's why I dropped Terminator 2 down to a 7, because I think Aliens was faster than Terminator 2. All right, the technology of Terminator 2, and I think
10.
this excels.
In every
This
level.
is like with the
Yes.
T1000 and the oh man, yeah, I'm totally on board with a 10.
I mean, just alone, the T1000 is 100 times better. You know,
Yeah.
technology is at its best.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's given.
Yeah. That was the one thing about Terminator 3, not to jump off that I didn't enjoy. I like Kristana Loken. She was the bad Terminator, but she was more like an electronic, or there was like magnets and electricity and whatnot going on, and I was like, how is that better than the T1000? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It is what it is. All right. So violence.
Oh,
Yes.
a 10. That's a 10 straight
Yes.
up the bat.
Yeah.
So much violence.
Yeah.
So much.
Intensity. How would you think about the tension of the film? And
I don't think
I'm
there was
dropping
much.
down a little bit.
I might go
The
9, 10. Oh no, 8. I might go 8.
yeah, we gave Aliens a 9,
Yeah, that way
and
more.
I think that was way more intense
yeah.
than Terminator 2. Except the only part was kind of like at the end, where they're doing the whole thing and trying to stop it. That was kind of the most intense moment, but that was it. The rest of it was, oh, I'm trying to save the kid.
Yeah.
And it was just shit blowing up everywhere. So I think I'm at a 7 for the intensity.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that then. A 7.
Okay.
Rev said there better be some Star Trek on his list. No, because we're
No.
gonna do a separate show.
We're doing a separate show. We're gonna do
Star
Trek
Trek.
versus Wars,
Yes.
and we're gonna pick 5 of each, and we're gonna score those. So there's no Star Trek, no Star Wars,
That's a
because
separate show.
separate show. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna take it slow.
Take it slow.
We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna slow it down. Welcome to the Love Channel.
We got another good score.
Interesting. This is gonna be this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I can't do it. That's the Total Recall one.
Yeah.
That goes on the machine.
That's the where you get the.
That I couldn't even do. Let me just run upstairs quick.
Get your ass to Mars. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my daughter. I'll be right back.
All right. So we understand personal life must intrude. He's got to take care of his kid. I completely understand. All right, so Star Trek and Star Wars aside, and Rev, I agree with you to a certain point. I think there's some elements to T1 that I really liked better. I think I was more afraid of the Terminator in 1, and I think I'm getting an echo from Alex's box, but tell some dad jokes. All right, you got that. Okay. Jay Manley wants to tell some dad jokes. So, which one's that? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go stand outside. If anyone asks, I'm outstanding. And I'm afraid of elevators, and I'm taking steps to avoid them. And don't be afraid of the calendar. Its days are numbered. Yeah, I see your guys' point. I really do. But if I'm picking my favorite, and I do like T2 better than T1 total. But there are elements of T1 that I like more. I mean, I think I'm a big fan of Michael Biehn, and I like him in T1. I thought that was awesome. And the whole element with him and Linda Hamilton and the kid being John Connor, love that. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. All right. So what's going to be our next movie? It's going to be his. I'm going to tease it. Just so you guys know, that's where we're going to go next. I'm not going to tell Alex now until I bring it up, but that's one of his. So, you know, I don't trust I don't trust trees. They seem kind of shady. Their bark is worse than their bite. My daughter just told me. I agree. Get down to the root of the problem. Hey, leave me alone. Make like a tree and get out of here. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't work? A stick. They are always up to something. I totally agree. John Spartan, annihilation. You don't know how the three seashells thing works.
Sorry about that. She's teething. So she keeps getting up.
I understand, bro. We were doing dad jokes while you were gone, so it's totally fine.
Oh.
And here's one from Jay.
All right. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. What we got?
So we're getting ready to go into our third movie.
All right.
And our third movie is from 1993, Demolition Man.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites. All right.
All right.
The storyline for that.
Yep.
All right. So go ahead.
All right. So let's talk about cast. We got Sly,
Wesley Snipes,
Sandra Bullock,
Benjamin, Benjamin, the partner,
Benjamin Bratt, yeah,
Ron Schneider,
Rob Schneider.
That's 10.
That's 10.
Jesse Ventura, isn't he in this movie? As one of the bad guys.
As one of the bad guys, yeah. He's got a little cameo in the. Yeah, he's one of the American evil guy. Dennis Leary, yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, so pretty much we got.
Yeah, I think we're covered with a 10 on the cast.
Yeah. All right, so we get on that one.
All right, so what'd you think of the acting, though?
Okay, well, it's not an Oscar.
No.
I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 7. It's not. Come on, it's not one like that.
That's not. Yeah, it's not.
We're not watching this shit for acting.
I think I'm on board with the 7. I think I'll go with the 7. All right, so go ahead with the plot.
All right. With innocent victims caught in the crossfire in Los Angeles, intensifying war on crime, both cop John Spartan and violent thug Simon Felix are sentenced to a state of frozen incarnation known as cryo prison. When Spartan is finally thawed 36 years later, it's 2032, and Los Angeles is now a Pacific utopia called San Angeles. But with Phoenix again on the loose, Spartan must team up with future cops, Leanna to apprehend the killer. That's it. I thought her name was Huxley. Wasn't it like
Yeah,
Hux?
it's Linnea Huxley.
Yeah,
Huxley's her
Linnea
last name.
Huxley.
Yeah. Um, and all restaurants are Taco Bell.
And all restaurants.
I almost had that
Oh,
picture. It was
Nate
a
is
picture.
here. We got Nate.
Nate's on, yay!
He hates me.
What's up, Nate? Damn, Alex on YouTube every day of the week. Can't
Holy
escape this guy.
crap! It's true. Monday, Tuesday. Yesterday I did this. I did Star Wars with Ralph. Today you, and then on Saturday I got the Inside the Collector's Cave. I gotta take a 10-week vacation.
So Friday's your only break.
It's the only break is on Friday.
Yeah.
Yikes.
All right, so thinking about that plot, not knowing who's in it. Right?
It's I give it a 7.
I'm at a 6, I think. I was like
6.
Yeah, I was kind of like, but yeah, what drew me was Snipes, Stallone, and I was like, dude, I'm in.
Well, I mean, with those names alone, yes, but if you rip those names out, no. That's the whole thing. It's like,
If it's like,
stupid.
if it's like Colin Hanks and Don Swayze, and I'd be like, oh heck no.
Don Swayze. Don Swayze. Yeah,
Don
I
Swayze.
agree. Yeah. I mean, it's funny when it says when Spartan is finally thawed after 36 years.
It's been 36 years. I'm finally out of the snow.
Yeah, out of the snow. But yeah, no, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we're at a 6.5.
Okay.
So okay, what do you think of the ending?
It's not like it was the greatest ending ever, but I give it an 8.
It answered, yeah. I'm at an 8. It answered, yeah. Don Swayze and Frank Stallone.
That would be bad funny.
And it's not going to be Demolition Man. It's going to be Demonstration Man.
Yo, he's stupid. Oh my god, Demonstration Man.
Demonstration Man. I'm going to show these knife sets, and we're going to. And then Don Swayze, I got a better knife set.
And then Frank Stallone starts singing. He be like,
Frank Stallone starts singing, yeah, I'm going to.
Do what you do,
Doop-a-doo-doop-a-doo. Special Demonstration Man's. Or Demonstration Man's.
Could be. Yeah,
Could be.
Good. Yeah.
That'd be good. I might watch that. Special guest starring Tony Danza.
Tony Danza, Dennis Leary's character.
I live in the sewer because it's cleaner.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we're at an 8 for ending. What do you think of the story?
It is what it was. I mean, it was fun. It wasn't great. I would give it an 8 also.
Okay.
It was entertaining.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at a 7 for the story, so we'll go 7.5. Special effects. This is 93. I think the special effects are good.
It wasn't much.
It wasn't much. I mean, there was the car that drives itself.
Yeah, you had the vehicles.
You never get the 3 seashells, how that works. I'm still kind of...
You had the thing that electrocutes you when they touch you.
Yeah, the little... The batontons with the... And you're...
I would give it a 9. It doesn't have much effects, but...
Yeah, no, I'm on board with that.
Sex scene with the crown.
With the alpha waves, and he's like... the hunka chunka, the wild mambo.
How about the hunka burn love?
I want to desire to rave the fridge. Okay, so kids smoking, desire to raid the fridge. It's like, yo, Adrian, let's check out the alpha waves. No, we didn't. No, there wasn't. It wasn't like that. It was like, ew, fluid contact, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
you know what? We're going down that way anyway in real life, so.
Oh, yeah.
So, I love how Sanjay's character kept saying the wrong catchphrases. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We go down. What was the one that was really funny was down there.
I was like, let's go blow this guy. That was the.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Let's go blow this guy away. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, that was hilarious.
That was real funny. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some really good humor in this movie, and I think that's what kind of sets it apart from this group.
Yeah.
There's another one I think that's really funny. Well, maybe two, but Demolition Man, I think a lot of one-liners, a lot of really good quips, and mainly from Sandra Bullock. She was kind of the comic relief.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so the pace of the film.
Actually, it was really good.
I thought it was really good. I'm at an 8 for the pace.
I might go 9.
Okay.
It was actually a really good pacing film. I can't see actually, well, besides the sex scene, but other than that, I thought it was and I give it what I gave it. Yeah.
You gave it a 9. Are you cool with a 9? Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
All right. Technology. There's some good tech.
I would say yes because you know what, the cars look good. The
cars look good. The
muscle car,
the TV talking to each other. Yeah, the muscle car. The that one gun.
The cryo
with
freeze place.
Yeah, the prison.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Very thoughtful. And then the ending when they fight in the was it the cloning? He was cloning. Oh no, he was defrosting everybody.
They were defrosting all the prisoners.
Yeah,
shooting the dang laser that they used to cut the ice. It was all raw. Yeah, and then that breaks the thing and it goes off and then everything freezes, and he's like jumping out of the way. I thought that was really neat. And then
I'll
smash the dude's head. I think I'm on board with that.
Yeah, give it a 9. He goes, you forgot to say Simon Says.
And then swing over, kick the head off.
Hey,
Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, down for the count. Yeah. Tax evasion. No.
Tax evasion.
Tax evasion. $12 million. Gimme. What does it say? Nate loves this film because Taco Bell is fine dining.
Yeah. Nate loves Taco Bell. That's his joint. He's a Taco Bell lover.
Yeah. Nate's like, where's my chalupa?
Where's my chalupa?
Bring me my chalupa. Make it supreme. Okay, so let's talk about the violence. Good violence.
Yeah, that's
good violence. Yeah, that's good violence. You get some martial arts fighting from Snipes.
Yeah.
You get gunfire. You got car chases. You got the cannoli when it crashes in the thing and gets wrapped in styrofoam. Yeah. So yeah, I'm on board with the 10. And intensity. I think this kind of gears more toward a straight up action film, action sci-fi. Yeah. So I don't feel the intensity so much.
I would give it a 7.
I'm kind of like, I'm on board because that's what we gave Terminator 2, and I'm kind of like feeling the same.
Yeah, it's a
with
7.
That. Yeah.
Now, if the stakes were higher, I would say like if they had like a whole thing of hostages and he had to go in and save like in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it would be really cool if it came full circle. And Simon Phoenix had hostages in another building, and he had to go and do it. I mean, I love the whole thing at the end with the twist, how the people were already dead, and he figured that out, but it was too late because he was already frozen in ice anyway. Yeah. But if they kind of full circled it, and Simon Phoenix had, hostages he took over the police station and had hostages in there, and he had to do the same damn thing that got him in trouble the first time. Only this time it's more intense because it's people that he knows.
Yeah,
and I think that would have been a really cool ending. And so I do like the prison with the tech and the sci-fi element. That was really cool. I like that fight. But yeah, I didn't feel the intensity because he wasn't really trying to save anybody. He was just trying to kill Wesley Snipes.
I would go with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your granddaughter. She said, "Judo chop."
Yeah, that was her laugh. She has like this singular laugh where it's really loud. So it's like, like really loud, and she's like 20 feet from me, and I'm like,
No.
All right, that's it. That's an interesting score. All right,
Mm.
so
So far, just give us who's leading the pack out of the three.
oh, you don't want to be surprised?
Okay, we'll be all right. Fine.
Okay,
Fine.
I will tell you that it is not Terminator 2.
Oh, okay.
So I mean that kind of
Interesting.
let the cat out of the bag, but
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
three that we
Okay.
picked, it turns out that Terminator 2 did not get the highest score. So,
Interesting.
oh yeah, I had an extra scene for Demolition Man that I wanted to show.
Oh, that eyeball scene was pretty good
Yeah,
too in the beginning. That was really good.
yeah. I
That
like
was
the whole
good.
thing where he's like, "Oh, I'm possessed," like doing all the hacking of the computer and stuff. Okay, so here we go, 1995, and I hate to kind of hit another one, but Judge Dredd.
Oh my god, this is my joint. All right, let me pull up that.
Well, I think so. Let's talk about the cast while you're doing that. So again, we have we have Rob Schneider, who seems to be in every Sly Stallone movie. But we got Sly Stallone, we got Armand Assante, Max von Sydow,
Yeah, that's the old
Diane
guy, right?
Lane,
Oh, hot. Oh, Hershey. Ooh,
or
bubba.
Hershey.
Yeah, she's hot. Oh yeah, she was hot.
Making some chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm at a 10 for the cast.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Dennis Leary was in it. It was in it too. No, not Dennis Leary. The guy who played Raiden in Mortal Kombat in the beginning when they were doing the war, the block wars. He was like, "Hey, Dredd, you're dead," and they start shooting on the
And he's
floor. Remember that? And then he was like, "Citizens," and the thing dropped, and he was like,
How do you plead?
"Yeah, I knew you'd say
I knew you'd say that.
that."
Double whammy.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite scenes, especially when Hershey was like, "Get down." He goes, "Hershey, you know from this distance, those bullets cannot hit us." I love that scene. That is so
Because he's all,
standing there like this. Yeah. That was
you
my
know,
favorite.
those bullets can't hit us from that distance. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know rule books. Yeah, I love that.
Penal Code Section 5, Paragraph 3 says
Yeah, I love that.
you're parked illegally. How do you plead? I thought so.
I knew you'd say that.
Blows the car up. Grenade.
Yeah, I love that. Hey,
That's
man,
fun.
parking ticket. All right, so that's a 10. What else we
Yeah,
got?
so we got acting. I'm
You know,
I'm
I'm not gonna
it's
lie. This
it-
one
it's
had pretty decent acting.
it's not an Oscar winner, and I think that's more script than I mean, because Diane Lane, she's top notch.
She was good,
She
but the
was
scene that I would say that it gives me a 9, right?
okay.
Is the scene that when Judge is in the courtroom and they all judging him,
Mm,
and he's talking over the judges, and he's like, he gets all angry, and you get to see him really serious. I was like, that's good acting. I was like, you got me, man. He's like, I am the law, and I was loving it. I loved
yeah,
it.
yeah, and I like it when Stallone and Amar Asante, who were like brothers, or they were like
Yeah,
from the same embryo or whatever, how they did
yeah, they
it.
were brothers.
They were brothers, but they were grown in similar test tubes next to each other, and they start talking about the law, and they're both law, and he's all and they're back and forth.
Yeah,
Law, you talk about law. I am the law. It's so funny. If we had a drinking game and you had to take a shot every time he said law, we would be plastered by midway through the movie.
yeah, I agree. There's so much laws in that movie.
There's so much law in that movie. Jay Manley's got to pipe in. And Monsanto. That's
There
right.
you go.
So yeah, I can't say I'm at a 9 for the acting. I'm actually gonna go 7.
Hmm.
Um,
So that goes up to 8.
that averages out to an 8. But
Yeah.
my thing was Rob Schneider kind of killed it for me. I didn't really like him in that movie.
Yeah.
Eat recycled food when he hid in the robot, and he was really just over the top trying to be comic relief, and I didn't care for that. I think Max von Sydow was excellent, but then he was kind of only in the first part, and then he went on his walkabout, and he didn't see him again.
And then remember those guys who like, come on, Paul.
Yeah.
Dude in the
Yeah, and all the bad guys just sucked.
Yeah.
All the bad guys were they just sucked. There wasn't anybody that, aside from Armand Asante and maybe that killer robot thing,
Yeah.
that I thought was any threat to Judge Dredd. Everyone else was like, okay, you guys are all... Yeah, and Jay agrees with me. Thank you, Jay. We have our dad joke bond now. But yeah, I didn't think Rob Schneider belonged in there. It was... And his humor just didn't work with me. I liked him way better in Demolition Man.
Okay.
Okay, so plot. Go.
All right, so this one is it's not a lengthy one, but it says in a crime-plagued future, the only thing standing between order and chaos is Judge Joseph Dredd. His duty police the violent metropolitan sprawls that crowd the decaying earth and kill criminals on the spot if necessary. The tables are turned, however, when a maniacal ex-judge, Rico, frames Dredd for murder. But as his opponents soon discover, not even a prison sentence can stop Dredd from dueling out his signature brand of justice. That sounds so good. Duty.
It does sound... It was like he said duty. I started giggling when you said duty.
Yeah, his duty.
His duty, police. His duty, police. Stop, duty, police.
Yeah, his duty police. I was
His
like,
duty police.
It's like Wikipedia is weird with these damn things. But yeah, I mean, look, from this is very interesting. But I would give it like an 8 or 7.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 7.
Yeah, I would go between those two.
Okay, so let's
7.
go. You go. Well, I was like, if you go 8 and I go 7, then it goes 7.5.
Yeah,
so let's do that.
7.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do that. Okay, the ending. I don't.
It was kind of easy.
Yeah,
I might give it a 6.
I think I'm at a 6. Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, well, sure. It was like, oh, we need to finish this. How are we gonna do it? All right, let's do that.
Yeah,
it was
let's
just kind of
out Hershey and Dredd, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, let's.
No
no, I'm not feeling that. That's not. Yeah, hold on.
No.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no. It's where no, I don't feel the chemistry there. It was just like they looked like brother and sister kissing. It just wasn't happening. So, story.
The story itself, I kind of it was intriguing. Typical
comic book 4-color universe.
Yes,
thing
nothing
really
fresh.
Nothing new with it. But it's based on the I don't want to. That's based on the comics, and I know it's an independent. It's not Image, but I can't remember which comic.
Was it Dark Horse?
It might have been Dark Horse.
Could be Dark Horse.
But yeah, it's not a Marvel or DC. So the story, there's holes in it, but I wasn't too disappointed. I think I'm gonna throw another 6 at it though.
I might agree on that one. The storyline, I was gonna give it a 7, but no, it's more of a 6, straight 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy with it.
It's a hard 6.
Yeah.
Special effects.
This had good special effects.
It's had good special effects.
Yeah.
It was. I thought special effects were fun with the bike and the gun,
the lawmaker gun, his helmet.
Yeah.
You had the future when they had that driving scene through the town and everything is flying. Metropolis looked crazy. I mean, whatever the name of the town is. I thought all that was good. I'm gonna give it a 10. Special effects is 10. Yeah.
Okay. I'm at a 9 for the effects, so we'll go 9.5.
Okay.
I thought the effects were solid. The pace of the film.
I'll go 7.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I think it was good, but not great. And there were a couple of slow parts, like when they were trying to frame him, and then going through the whole trial thing. I think that went way longer than it needed to.
Yeah.
Because if he was going to be framed and go to prison anyway, they might have just done a Tango and Cash with it and let him just plead guilty, go to prison, then escape, kill everybody, done. Instead of like, oh, we're going to present evidence and this was faked and all this kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, the lawgiver had your DNA on it, so. Okay, technology. And again, we're talking about the bike, the gun.
Yeah, that's a 10.
That's a 10. I'm down for the tech on this. I thought the technology here was really neat. And the violence. I thought the violence again was also really good. Yeah.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the name of the game for these ones. It's like it's an action movie. It's violent with this. It's a sci-fi movie with a very heavy action element. And then intensity though.
There was none. There was none.
I might be
6.
I think I'm at a 6. I was just kind of like I think I'm going to throw another 6 at it because it's just it was like I didn't even the trial I didn't feel an intensity. It wasn't until like that robot gave me pause where I was like, oh dude, that thing's going to kick total ass. And really, there wasn't a whole lot with that robot either. I really wanted more. I wanted that robot to deal way more damage, way more carnage than it did.
Yeah, and you got to remember also the plot of this movie is not even intensifying at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would go to 6 on this one.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Next one up. I think this is another one of yours. Well, nope, it's mine.
All right.
Where's my? I had my. Is that it? Yeah, this is my thing for Judge Dredd.
Oh, I like this shot.
Yeah, it was a cool shot. I like this. Kind of goes with the whole theme. All right, so 1996. Is the year.
Day. Oh man!
And I just want to show off the shirt.
That's a nice shirt.
So yeah, this is my Independence Day shirt. Independence Day. This is my favorite movie of all time. Not necessarily, like I said, not necessarily the best movie ever made. That's a totally different thing. But this movie I watch all the time. Absolutely every 4th of July.
Yeah.
I watch this movie. And then I drink and I watch the second one.
I think. Oh, you watched the second one?
I watched the second one, but that's a drinking game. I watch the second one as a drinking game, and then I usually pass out after the second one because it's like every time I groan, I take a drink. And Jay Manley would love to have that Dredd helmet, and I'm like, who wouldn't?
Oh yeah, I like that one and the one from with Kurt Urban.
Wait,
that's crazy one too.
Yeah. That's nice. Okay, so let's talk about the cast for Independence Day. So Jeff Goldblum, Will Smith,
the president, Will Smith, what's his name?
Bill,
Vivica Fox.
Bill Pullman is the president. Vivica A. Fox, Randy Quaid.
Oh yeah, Randy Quaid, and then the father, which is
the father, Judd Hirsch, big Taxi fan. He always plays the Jewish dad in every single movie.
Then you got the guy from X-Files, the one that shot the can off the plane. He's from X-Files. He's one of the and he's from Chuck.
Adam Baldwin. Yeah,
Adam Baldwin. Yeah,
Adam Baldwin. Yeah, he's from one of the other movies we're going to talk about. So, he's in there. Brent Spiner from Star Trek is in there.
Oh, that's right, Data. Yeah. So 10.
Yeah. So 10. If I could give this a 20 if I wanted to. The second one is so bad that it's awesome.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's like shooting a bullet and throwing it.
Yeah, it's
Compared to the first one, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I was like, how did they take Independence Day and turn it into Ender's Game? I'm just like, I don't understand. Why? All right, let's talk about acting.
Oh, this is great act. It's 90s at its best.
I got to go Harvey Firestein too because we were doing that in our at the hall because you were playing that.
Mm-hmm.
That oh my god, yeah, it was
David,
oh my god, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna give.
I better call my mother.
Yeah.
I'm at a 10 for that. I'm so like nail biting through that movie. I mean, even no matter how many times I watch it, I'm still like.
You seen the director's cut?
Yeah,
it's the best version of the movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I only watch the director's cut now. I have so many iterations of that movie. Steelbooks, 4K, all of them. All the way back to VHS. All right, so plot. Do you have the plot handy?
Yeah. All right, so it says in the epic adventure film Independence Day, a strange phenomenon surfaces around the globe. The skies ignite. Terror race through the world's major cities. As these extraterrestrial events unfold, it becomes increasingly clear that a force of incredible magnitude has arrived. It's a mission. Total annihilation over the 4th of July weekend. The last hope to stop the destruction is an unlikely group of people united by fate and unmanageable circumstances. It's funny, but it does not sound like the movie. It doesn't even sound like the movie. I'm gonna be really honest with you. This shit does not sound like I was gonna say.
I'm like, what the heck was that? That's like reading it from IMDb.
This is a straight up Natural Geographics version of it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I was like. Okay. IMDb is not any better. It says the aliens are coming and their goal is to invade and destroy Earth. Fighting superior technology, mankind's best weapon is the will to survive.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's horrible. I'd rather go with this one. I would give this a 7 from this thing.
Yeah, I got to agree, and I'm disappointed at a 7. I thought I was all ready to get excited, and you read the thing, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like my movie.
No, it does not.
I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? What movie is that? Is that the second one? I think you read the plot for the second one.
It could be. Was it Dell on Movie said, I never seen the director's cut. You will love it, dude. It's the best version of the movie. More destruction. All over the place. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but you should see it. It's way better.
Usually it's got some really cool stuff in there. Yeah. Extra stuff in the Oval Office. Different. Yes, there's some really neat stuff. I think the director's cut really kind of ties it together even better.
And it explains certain scenes that were in the trailer. I mean, the original that you were like, what the? How did he learn how to do this?
Yeah, what do you put? Yeah, it does explain. Yeah, the director's cut, because they were like, I don't know why. I was like, why did you pull that out? That totally makes that other scene make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, so let's talk about the ending, dude.
Oh, it's one of the best endings
ever. Yeah,
it's a 10. It's a 10.
I wish I could give it a 12. But that's just my own personal feelings on it. So story-wise,
the storyline. All right, the storyline was good. It was good, and again, what makes this movie good is everything around it. And I just think it was like one of those lightning in a bottles type of movie. You know what I mean? Because it could have went either way.
Exactly. This was Roland Emmerich. This was really like a surprise home run.
Yeah.
For Roland Emmerich, he spit this out, and everybody just went. I saw this opening night in the theater, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Mm.
Because the whole crowd was in it. It was standing room only. There were people standing and cheering and screaming and big ovation at the end. It was huge, and I was like, oh man, this experience was just amazing.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
haven't really gotten anything like that since, even with Endgame.
Mm.
There was some reaction to Endgame, but especially when Captain America gets the hammer and everybody kind of went, eh.
Yeah.
But
Or
but but
Avengers
but
Assemble.
compared to Independence Day,
Oh no.
no, no.
Yeah. In terms of story, though, I mean, the story's not as great or whatever. But again, that's not the whole point. But
It's not the whole.
it's a decent storyline. I'll give it an 8.
Okay, because I'm going 9.
Oh, I know you were gonna go 9.
Yeah, I bet you're surprised I didn't go 10. I'm going to go 9 because I don't think it was perfect. There
No,
were
it's
there
not
were
perfect.
there were a couple little points that I was like, okay, that especially with I'm a computer person, so there's some things in there that I didn't agree with, but
Well,
I
there's a
don't
lot of
care.
things, though.
Yeah,
Like if you
yeah.
really think about it, like
If you're gonna nitpick and go,
yes,
yeah, I can go, yeah, no, that's not right. No,
yeah,
that's not right. Um,
because we rewatched the movie again for the podcast, and it's weird because when you see it, you're like, what the hell? Like if you really think about it,
if you really,
getting
yeah,
Air Force One. Well, first of all, getting from the White House to Air Force One is way more than 8 minutes.
yeah.
That shit would have blew up a long
You would
time
have been,
ago.
they'd have been, everybody would have been dead. Yeah,
Yes.
Dallas is not. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, we're just gonna go on the other side of the grounds and there's the airport. No,
Yeah. It's
and then it's like, oh yeah, come on into Air Force One. You don't need to be no security. Come on, it's fine.
yeah. I
And
mean,
and yeah, we have little lamps everywhere. Go ahead, it's okay. And Area 51, sure, come on over to Area 51. And then there's
yeah.
the giant dildo on the ship with and I was like, wait, what is that?
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna do to send the virus. Okay, they're gonna send the virus with a giant silver dildo. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna allow it. Fine.
Yeah. That was always my nitpick was them leaving the White House and he looks at the laptop and it's 8 minutes. And I'm like, wait a minute. By the time they land that damn helicopter and by the time the damn Air Force One's engines are starting to take off,
Yeah,
8 minutes
and it's got to
passed.
It's not like it's on the runway. It's got to
Yeah.
taxi out and then
Yeah, so I was
start
like,
going.
they should have started it at like 15 minutes. By the
Yeah,
time he got on the plane, it's
but
5
they had to
minutes.
see it they had to see them like shoot the helicopter with the lights
Yeah.
and make sure that happens, and then have it like split second, like right at the end. But yeah, they should have had like 15 minutes. You'd give them a little bit of time to get to the airport
Yeah.
and do the stuff. I agree, but
Yeah, because then it would have made sense when he goes,
by-
oh my God, checkmate. And then you go,
but
wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
but yeah, by that point, I gotta call my mother. By that time, my cushions are all wet, and I don't care
Oh, your
anymore.
cushions are wet.
My cushions are all wet. Rev, I got plastic all on my cushions when I start Independence Day because it is just on or over. All right, so special effects.
10.
Some of the I'm just
Yeah.
for '96. Oh, the special
Well,
effects are so good.
It's cool because, right, it's like a mixture between CG and
You get some
practical.
CG. Yeah,
So, and the blow-ups are
and
practical models. So,
Yeah.
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. The explosions are models, and I saw the special features where they did that, where they showed how
Yeah.
they did it. Really cool. And then Roland Emmerich, he doesn't waste a beat. He repeats that with like Day After Tomorrow and a whole bunch of them. Can you use the same effect? Only
Well,
with
it's funny.
with a flood or a rainstorm or
I was telling Nate that, like, if you see when the first time the cargo jet plane, whatever, is going through the clouds, and then you see it go through the fire, and then the fire goes through the cockpit, and then you see those guys go.
they're like
It's the same shot as in Day After Tomorrow with the helicopter.
with the helicopter
getting
when they
frozen.
freeze. Exactly.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I was like, this is kind of, it's a unique thing. Like Michael Bay got his spinning cameras and shit and blow ups, and everyone's different. Jay said it was a alien invasion movie that borrows from other invasion movies, but it worked so well with this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I
did well.
can. Yeah. I think it worked great.
Yeah, it did a great job.
Okay, so let's talk about pace of the film.
The pace is good. The
I think
director's cut, the pace is good,
the pace is better with the director's cut,
and it's faster.
definitely, and it's faster.
Yeah, yeah. So I would give it a 10. Because of the director's cut is a 10.
Yeah. No,
That's what I'm filming on.
I'm down for that. For the director's cut, it's a 10. If I
Yeah.
didn't not the director's cut, I might
be
be at an
9?
8. Yeah, I
9
might
or
be at
8?
an 8. Yeah, I might be an 8 or 9 for the. But yeah, I loved because there's something going on all the way through.
Even when he's
It-
driving, the father's driving and he goes on the wrong side.
Yeah.
He's
Oh man, and the cars are all coming at him. He's like, ah! And,
Because it makes sense. Because when you watch the theatrical version,
yeah.
he does this weird thing, and then I'm like, wait, what just happened?
What is he doing? Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
just kind of, and there's nobody on the, and you're like, what? We're the
Yeah.
only smokes trying to get in, and then that's it. But yeah, there's a whole freeway scene in the director's cut that's
was good.
really cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool, and
He's like,
and
what's the
you
rush?
and you could, what do you think? We'll get there and we'll be there? Yeah, it's exactly what's gonna happen. But. But yeah, that whole scene, and you could see how Judd Hirsch is like frazzled because he was like dodging traffic going
And
the
he
other
goes,
way.
Good job, Dad.
And he's like, good job. He's like, well, yeah, like I meant to do that, and I'm just gonna change my shorts when we get there, because it looks like he did a duty in his pants. Okay, yeah. So technology,
Technology is a 10.
it's a 10.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
wait. Let's just talk about it though. The only thing was a laptop, right? The F-16 18s don't count. The
those are kind of
spaceships
modern. The alien spaceships,
it-
that's kind of the technology. But then when they drove the alien spacecraft, that was cool.
Okay.
Jay Manley's like duty.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know if it's
I don't
heavy technology like Judge
you know
Dredd.
what you know what yeah no I'm not a 10 at technology. I think you
would
got
s-
I think you got a point. Now I don't know if I would go even as low as an 8.
I might say 9 because I'm going to
Yeah,
count
I think-
the blast hitting everything, and then it starts to.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I would say that's like technology there, so I might give it
Yeah.
a 9, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's a perfect 10.
I like, and the force fields on the spacecraft. I mean, a lot of that's alien technology, but it's still technology. So with the
Yeah.
force fields and the stuff, I was kind of digging on that. And then there was the whole with the computer virus and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's a little techie. So yeah, that's 9. Yeah, I'm not at a 10 though. Violence. This is like global threatening violence.
Violence is a 10.
Yeah, it's like
Everyone died.
this is an alien invasion disaster movie.
Yeah. I will go with that.
And then I again, and with intensity, I gotta go 10. Because this movie is intense. It's like we gotta, save the planet, we're doing all that stuff, and it's blowing up cities and crap starts happening. I'm at a 10 for the intensity because I'm like, couch cushions soaked.
No, I agree. I will go 10, right? Like in violence would be a 10.
Yeah. Intensity though.
Intensity, I would say a 10.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
think about it because it's an alien invasion. People
Yeah.
already died. So that is the highest stakes of all highest stakes. And the
Exactly.
president
It-
gives like
it
one of the
blew up
best speeches.
Cities, yeah. It blew up cities like
Yeah.
New York, LA, Washington, D.C., gone. And then it was like Houston and Atlanta and Moscow and Tehran, and it was like blown up. I mean, all the big cities all around the world was getting, there was like millions and millions dead.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will go intensity a 10.
Yeah.
A 10. I would do that. I would say a 10. I hear squeaking. Am I going crazy? You have a
No,
dog?
I have a dog that's whining.
Oh my God. I thought it was my dog. I'm like, what is wrong? I could hear it. I was like, oh my God.
Romeo, where are you? Come here. I had him showing on the show while you were checking on your daughter.
Oh,
I had him up and I was showing him off. Come here, buddy. They want to meet you. This is Romeo.
Oh, Matt, cute.
Yeah. He's almost 12. He's an old guy. But
Mm.
when he doesn't get to go outside right away or nobody's talking to him, he sits there and he whines because
Oh,
nobody's paying attention. Huh? Nobody's paying attention to you. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Go over there, you fat dog. Oh my goodness. He's so fat. He's like 6 inches tall and he's 30 pounds. All right. So yeah, let me score this guy. Ooh, nice. All right. Okay, we are at. Oh, I didn't do my extra. Where's the other scene that I had? Is that one? Yep, that one. I gotta show that. That was when they blew up New York.
yeah, that was awesome.
So good. It was just. I love the special effects in this movie. But I gotta say, yeah, and the reason why I have this shirt is the president's speech. That's my favorite scene of all time.
Yeah, that's one of the best speeches given
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah. And it was funny because Roland Emmerich wrote that speech kind of haphazardly, and he was like, I'm going to change that before we film it.
He did?
Yeah, he wanted to change it before it was filmed, and then all of a sudden they did it in the movie. They just filmed it, and that was like everybody's like real reaction to the speech because nobody knew the speech except for Bill Pullman. And so we went, okay, yeah, we'll go with that then, because he just kind of wrote it off the cuff, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to change that later. Just put it in there, and it worked.
Was awesome. That was
That's such a great speech. All right,
that was awesome.
So up next, 1997. We're 1 year ahead, and the movie is The Fifth Element.
Oh, mamacita. Yeah.
Lilu Dallas multipass.
Multipass.
Multipass. I am Corbin Dallas. Or maybe a meat popsicle. All right, so cast. I mean, Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich, Chris Tucker, Ian Holm.
With the one eye. Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, he's the big bad guy.
The president, Zeus.
Tiny Lister, Tiny Lister. May he rest. Great guy.
Yeah.
I actually met him.
10.
Yeah, I'm easily at a 10.
Yeah. That's a 10. I mean, I did Chris Tucker. You got mad people. Yeah. I mean, there's so many people across the board.
Yeah.
On this. Yeah.
What are you whining about, dog? What's the matter? You want to go outside? Let me let him out real quick.
Yeah, good. All right, now it's me. Now it's my turn. All right, so it's been a while since I seen The Fifth Element. Yeah, we seen that also on the podcast. So that was actually a pretty good movie. Great film, still holds up.
He's like, I gotta pee, Daddy, let me out. Oh man, yeah, I love Fifth Element. That's another one where I'll watch a few times a year, easy. And if it's on TV, I'm like, oh, Fifth Element's on. I'll just kind of pick it up where it left off and enjoy it. I'll put it in while I'm cleaning the house and blast the surround sound speakers because it's fun on 4K.
Yeah, it's a beautiful transfer.
It's fun on 4K.
Such a beautiful transfer. I mean, I like it. It's so great. It still holds up, like I was telling everyone here.
Yeah, especially the special effects, it still holds up. It's really, really good. Okay, so we're at a 10 for the cast. What do we think about the acting?
The acting is a 9.
Yeah, I'm at a 9.
Yeah, I can't say 10. I mean, but yeah, a 9, yes.
Yeah. I can't say I loved Chris Tucker in this, but I know what he was he did what he was supposed to be.
Yeah,
it was just obnoxious DJ, and he totally played that role. But yeah. Okay, so plot. I know you were typing that in, so let's read the
plot.
Yeah. I'll do it from IMDb, and we're gonna be like, oh, that's a 4. Screw that.
No.
Don't do that to my Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Boop. All right, here we go.
Fifth Element.
All right. Oh, okay. In the 20th, oh my God, in the 23rd century, a New York City cabbie, Corbin Dallas, finds the fate of the world in his hands when Lilo falls into his cab. As the embodiment of the fifth element, Lilo needs to combine with the other four to keep the approaching great evil from destroying the world. Together with Father, Vito Cornelius, Cornelius, and Zanny Broadcaster, Dallas must race against time and the wicked enthusiast Zord to save humanity. Man, they use some big ass words. I'm like, I don't even have my glasses. I have my glasses here. But
I am so sorry you had to read that.
Yeah, that was some like dictionary shit. But anyway, this is
so
like.
Yeah, Jay says he thinks that they wanted Eddie Murphy for the role.
Oh no, that would not work.
Of Chris Tucker.
Oh, Chris Tucker.
For Chris Tucker's role.
I don't know. I mean, Chris Tucker. I mean, now that we see how he played
right, Jay. Was it for Chris Tucker's role, or wasn't for Bruce Willis's role, right?
It was not Corbin Dallas.
Yeah, man, I'm Corbin Dallas. No, that sounded more like Kevin Hart. Should I do impressions?
No.
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 Don't do any more impressions. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, for Chris. I do remember reading about that they wanted Eddie Murphy for the role, and he was like, I don't think so.
No, he would not fit.
No, I'm doing I Spy. We're good.
He would not.
No, I'm gonna do 009 and a half and and just all right. So what did we think of the plot?
The plot of the movie is awesome. It's fresh, new, unique. So I'm gonna give it a 10.
Okay.
And I think this guy, what's his name? The guy who created the damn thing. What's his name? Louis Bazan. I hope I said his name.
It's Luc Besson, I think.
Yeah, Luc Besson. He created this world, so I'm gonna give it a 10 for uniqueness.
Okay. Based on what you read, I'm not at a 10.
Based on what I've read, sounds more like a novel than what we see.
I'm kind of at an 8. I'm at an 8 based on what you read, and that's what we got to go by, not knowing anything else.
I'll give it a 9 for the 8.5.
All right,
point.
Let's do that. Okay. The ending.
Great ending. That's a 10.
Ooh, yeah.
Save
the planet. With the mouth. Yeah. So
he goes, "I love you," and he goes.
He's like, love is worth saving, bro.
Yeah. That's.
Yeah. No, I'm down for the 10. I'm down for the 10. All right, story.
That's a 10.
I am really on board with the. I'm gonna go 9 though. I don't think it's perfect, but I really like the story, especially the background in the beginning when he talks about when 500 years war comes, we'll be ready. Here's the key. I'm gonna take the stuff, and you're like, oh, and Luke Perry is in the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's got the gun. And he's like, you killed him, and blah, and shoots the gun, and I thought that was a really cool. And I don't want to say element, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind. That was a really cool element of the story.
I agree, but I give it the 10 because honestly, there ain't no dead spots in the story. There's no much plot holes. Maybe there is, but I think because of the uniqueness of the story and how wonky and bizarre it goes up and down, I gotta give it the extra point for uniqueness, man. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a 10. Yeah.
Okay. So we're at 9.5. That's fine.
Yeah.
And Jay Manley has corrected us both. He says he thinks it was Jamie Foxx. So.
Oh no, that would not work either.
No, that would not work. That would definitely not work. I could see more Eddie Murphy, but
not
because he could be more obnoxious than Jamie Foxx, I think. So
he wouldn't not do that whole singing and screaming. But he would have did some other very. He would
have done some like comedy, like stand up.
Hey man, hey man.
Yeah. My shoe. Bubbly bub. Okay. Special effects.
10.
Chart. I mean, blown. Yeah.
All those categories are 10.
Okay, so I'm not at a 10 for pace, but so you're a 10
And
for pace?
pace of the film,
Yeah, pace of the film.
it's actually pretty.
It's good. I'm at a 9.
I would
I
go with a
I
9. I would go with
I
9. I
I
would go with
I
9.
love the pace, but it's not quite perfect. There was a couple little tiny slow spots,
Well, I think
but
you're saying the orchestra when she's singing the
yeah, I love that part. But yeah,
yeah.
it drags there because it's all about that song,
All right, so I give it a 9.
and then you get the thing. But
Well, you
I
know
did
what?
love it.
You see the cool thing about this whole like half a thing because it fits anyway. So if I even go with a 10, it's a 9.5. So it
Right.
doesn't even give it the perfect. Yeah, so let's just do that. Let's give it a 9.5
Okay,
on that.
I'm down for that. Okay, technology.
10.
I'm at 10. It's 10.
Yeah.
Violence.
Yes, 10.
10.
Yeah.
It was
We got the
really
blown up,
really good violence. You get ships blown up. You get the
Everything.
bomb on the cruise ship. You got the Mangalores with
Yeah.
the fight and on the ship.
The car chase.
Yeah, the car chase with the guns. Yeah, I'm totally on board with all that. It was so good. And intensity. I'm
gonna go with a 9.
a 9. Yeah, I'm a 9.
Yeah.
It's almost there, but it
There's
was
2 of them. The
yeah.
cruise ship with the bomb,
Yeah.
and then
And then the whole when they end with
Yeah.
the whole fireball coming to Earth and
the fifth
yeah,
element.
and they have to do the blah 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 and I love you.
that thing.
Yeah. So 9.
That's gonna be a lot of points.
It's pretty good points. Pretty good points. Woo. Nice.
Nice.
That's a good score right there. All right, we are at 1999 is the year. Oh, I got my extra scene. Damn it. Where are you? Oh, I was going to show this with the special effects because, damn. And that was at the beginning.
Yeah.
I first saw that, and the rumble on the surround sound speakers in 4K with this, it's so good.
Yeah.
When that thing's coming in for a landing, I shook my house. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was. Like,
but I'm old, so I have all the volume
one.
turned.
You know, what's another one that was really good that rumbled a lot? Oh man, was it 2012? I think it was 2012 when it's about to hit the volcano's about to erupt with Woody Harrelson. Have you got it in 4K? That whole thing.
Oh yeah, when that whole super volcano went.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was nice. I don't.
Speaker system was going crazy.
Yeah, I don't have 2012 in 4K, but that'd be worth it just to hear that.
You would love it. I hate
yeah,
the movie,
I could. I am.
Disaster guy.
I'm a big disaster guy,
Yeah,
but it's not one of my favorites. I'm a huge disaster guy, but yeah.
Do I smell a high five disaster?
A disaster high five?
Yeah. Yes. We add another person because it has to be a disaster. Get Turner fans' ass up in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll do a triple threat.
A triple threat.
Triple threat disaster high five.
Yes. With Turner fan.
With Turner fan.
If he's still watching Ford versus Ferrari. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Where are we at? 1999 is the year, and the movie is The Matrix.
Ooh, the mattress.
This was one of my subs. I had to pull one out for this.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm just gonna say it. It was Book of Eli that I pulled out.
Yeah. That wasn't more. Well, that is sci-fi.
It's sci-fi. It's
technology.
No, it's post-apocalyptic. So really, the technology doesn't apply.
Yeah.
But I still call it sci-fi, but post-apocalyptic. That's a special like subgenre.
Mad Max.
Doomsday. The Road.
Yeah.
Damnation Alley. Have you ever seen that?
No. I didn't see those two.
That's okay. Yeah. The Road. That's Viggo Mortensen. And it was more dramatic, but it's basically he's trying to survive with his daughter and stuff in a post-apocalyptic world, and stuff starts happening. Really good thriller drama. Post-apocalyptic movie, really good. And then Damnation Alley. This like 70s, and it's Jen Michael Vincent, the guy from Airwolf, and I think George Papard's in it. I'm not sure. But this one, that one really freaked me out because they had these huge cockroaches because a nuclear fallout happened and these cockroaches survived and they're like that big and just attack everybody. It was really cool. It just it
That
was
sounds
really
nasty.
it was nasty. It's nasty. But they're in this like this silver RV, this futuristic RV thing, like going through the country trying to find survivors and stuff. It's an old movie, but I really like it. It's one of my favorites.
You like cockroaches.
I hate cockroaches. I'm afraid of them. They're like
Oh, there goes Turner fan. I love Airwolf. He answers
Airwolf.
that, but he doesn't answer our.
But he doesn't answer.
three-
He doesn't answer about the triple threat match.
Yeah, he doesn't answer that, but he answered Airwolf.
Yeah, he answers to Airwolf. But yeah, come on,
Typical thing, but not the triple threat. Okay,
not the triple that. Ford
The
v Ferrari
Matrix.
was introduced. Yeah. Okay, so cast.
That's
we got
a 10.
yeah. We got Keanu Reeves.
Lawrence
we got
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Mary Kate Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss.
There you go, that one. Yeah. Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving.
Yep. And then you got Pellegrino. No, what the hell's the guy, the boss from
Joey-
Bad Boys?
Yeah, Joey Pantalone or Joey
That's the guy,
Joey
yeah.
Pants. I call him Joey Pants.
Joey Pants, yeah.
Joey Pants. Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, I think we're at a 10.
I would say 10 on that one. Turner fan said, what was the question? I'm sorry my son woke up. That is not.
Unacceptable. No.
That is very. Don't let it happen again.
And Del pops in. Joey Pants. Yeah, that's right.
Pants.
Joey Pants.
Tell him the question.
The question we were talking about, because we love disaster movies, we were talking about a special disaster high five with the three of us, you, me, and Alex, and we were gonna.
We could do it on Instagram.
We could do it on Instagram.
Let's
we
do
could
it on Instagram.
we could just do it on Instagram. Just talk about our favorite
Let's go
disaster movie.
straight. Yeah.
Just go straight Instagram.
Yeah. No holds barred.
No hold bar. Yeah, just no rules. False count anywhere.
Disasters of
Iron
all
Man
sorts.
match. Just
Hands down.
what would come Hell in a Cell. Would like do all that.
Yeah. He said he's down. Like a clown
down for
all
that.
around.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cast 10.
Acting.
Well, let's pull the brakes. 9.
Yeah, I'd say it's good, but yeah, I'm not quite on par with the guys. He's the same person. About whoa, yeah, it's like so. I'm Keanu Reeves, and it doesn't matter if it's Point Break or if I'm Leo. I'm talking
He asks
the
us
same way.
way too many questions. Why should I
Yeah.
eat the cookie? But
He's
if
like,
I ate the cookie,
but if
then
what
happens when
about
I eat the
what happens with the vase? Does it fall down, or if I bump into it, what happens?
I
Just gonna-
hate the questions.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, Keanu Reeves, not the best actor. That's not what you're paying for.
Nope.
Carrie Ann Moss did a good job. Lawrence Fishburne did a good job. I like their acting job. So yeah, I think I'm on board with the 9. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so plot.
All right.
Do you have
So
it?
here we go. Plot. Neo believes that Morpheus, an exclusive figure considered to be the most dangerous man alive, can answer his question. What is the Matrix? Neo is contacted by Trinity, a beautiful stranger who leads him into an underworld where he meets Morpheus. They fight a brutal battle for their lives against a cradle of vicious, intelligent secret agents. It is a truth that could cost Neo something more precious than his life. That does not sound like.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the movie, but it's kind of like Independence Day. I mean, I'm kind of on board. I'm gonna go 8.
You're going 8.
I'm going 8. I'm kind of on board with it. Like, losing something more than his life. That
More than his life.
more than his life. They could get expelled or worse. It's like,
I guess. I mean, I give it a 7.
Okay.
I give it a 7.
all right, so we're 7.5
Yeah.
between us. Okay, so the ending.
Eh.
I mean,
It wasn't like the greatest ending ever, but it was something.
Yeah, I mean, I,
He just stops bullets.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
showed that picture. I mean,
Ten.
I liked it. You got the like, and I can equate it to Dune, where it's like he is the Quasar's Hatterack, and it's kind of like all of a sudden you're like, ha, and he stops bullets, and oh, he is the like the
Yeah, the
one,
one.
and
Yeah.
he's the one, he's the chosen, and all that kind of. I'm at a 9. I liked how it ended. I enjoyed it.
I
Not
mean,
perfect for
it goes in a full circle, right? Because
yeah,
everyone thought it was Morpheus, and then everyone's like, mind fucking him, going, he isn't, he doesn't believe until he believes, and then
yeah,
he is the one. So
yeah.
I agree with you. I'll go with a 9 on that because it was a badass scene. No
Mhm.
one got to see bullet time, never.
Yeah,
Until this is
and
the
then you
first time, so.
kind of see it from Neo's eyes, and it's like he can see the Matrix, he can see the
Green,
code.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm at a 9. Okay, story. It's
It's all
not
right.
not great.
It's
I
okay.
I
Yeah.
I think I'm at a 7
I
for the
agree with
story.
that.
I
Yeah,
was
I'm not
like,
a big Matrix
there,
fan, so I don't want
there's
people to be like, "Oh, what?"
I'm
I'm
I'm a
not.
huge Matrix fan, but
Yeah,
I only give credit where credit is due. I
yeah,
think
I
there's
agree.
some holes in the story.
Yes, yes, there
Um,
is. I'll give it a seven. I
I'm not
agree. I'll
saying
give
you
it a
drive a
7.
truck through it, but I'm like, okay, wait, what? There's like,
Mm-hmm. A 7 is
and
fine.
then the whole conundrum is, why does everything taste like chicken? That was like, I was thinking about that for a week after that. What? I'm like, so does everything taste like chicken because they don't know what it tastes like? So I'm eating chicken going, does this taste like anything but chicken? I was like
I
trying to,
agree. I mean, but yeah, 7 is good. A 7 is
yeah,
a good. There's a balance between the two.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
All right. Special effects.
10.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some like cutting edge technology. I mean, cutting
Yeah. The
edge
whole
special
movie's
effects
cutting edge, but yeah.
with the 3D thing. I mean, that was the first movie they did that kind
When
of stuff in.
Trinity jumps up and it goes,
When it jumps up and you're like, woo.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't look good now, and I know people are
yeah,
gonna go crazy. It does
yeah.
not look good now at
I
all. Even in 4K, it looks stunning in 4K, but those scenes do not hold up as much. I don't know, unless it's me because I don't like the films. But
yeah,
yeah,
because I'm trying to think because I know I have the 4K of the first Matrix and
yeah.
unfortunately the last one. Um,
And not the middle
no, I don't have because
reloaded.
I I don't have Reloaded or Revelations or whatever that those other two. Yeah, I liked them. I have the thing, but yeah, I bought the first one in 4K when I got Resurrections.
Mm. Well, if I
And
get my box set, if they ever send me the damn White Rabbit version, I
yeah,
will send you Reloaded so you can complete the set
okay,
in 4K. You don't have
okay,
that. Okay, yeah. So I'll send it to you in 4K so you can complete your set.
okay.
And then I'll just sell
But
the other two.
but yeah, I because of Resurrections coming out, I bought the
Yeah.
first one in 4K, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, so I don't know for sure about the transfer.
No, the
So
transfer is great. Don't get me wrong. The
but
sound's great. It
those
does
scenes don't
not
hold up.
hold. No, you could tell that someone just yanked her up and then she went whoop.
Yeah,
So listen, and then the
and
scene.
Turner fan agrees. He says it doesn't hold
Yeah,
up.
it doesn't. And in the scene that Neo, I mean, you should know
The
your
whole
favorite thing. No,
the
that
whole
looks
thing
cool. That still
that
looks
looks cool
cool. But
because
when
I
he's
love
in the
that.
train track and he goes, Mr. And he says, "My name is Neo," and he bangs the guy on top, and then he does that backflip.
Yeah,
And you could clearly see he's holding the damn ropes, but they
he's
CG
holding
shit
the
out. Yes, it's bad. It doesn't. The CGI in the first holds up better than in
than
the
the
others.
others.
I don't
Strangely,
know. I don't know. Because I think
I
part two, the cars, I don't see them as much. I hate 3, but I must. Yeah, I agree with him. That whole scene with him with the stick and they kicking the dudes in the face, and that is one of the worst scenes I ever seen on
mm,
4K. But you know what? You do again because here's one thing I would like to tell people. Okay, people get very caught up with like watching other YouTubers 4K reviews. And
yeah,
what people have to understand is it's really up to you if the movie is great. Like, who
yeah,
gives a shit what the guy says on the camera? I don't
yeah,
watch nobody's 4K review. I have my own TV. I have my own Adobe Atmos, And if it sounds good to me and it looks good to me, then it's perfect. I don't care what Joe Smo says on the camera to make me want to buy the movie or not buy the movie. Now, if my friends tell me like how we're having a conversation, is this something that holds? I'll say, yeah, it holds up. But that's not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy the movie because I think it looked bad. Because you might have a better TV than I do. So. Yeah.
Or there might be, and that's kind of the thing. Really, the reason why I even score them this way is because there are certain things that you like more than other things in the movie. Like with cast, a lot. People ask me, it's like, why do you judge the cast? And I'm like, well, are you more likely to buy a movie with Patrick Swayze or Don Swayze?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the cast is important, regardless of how superficial, how deep you want to get. The cast is important. And if it's not important to you, then don't look at that aspect. Look at something else.
And that's the thing. Like, I don't want to come across like being a dick or anything saying this, and I'm hurting people's. Like, I'm not hurting people's feelings. I'm just letting you know I don't watch films at home to buy my shit. I don't let him dictate what I gotta buy to watch. It's what I want to see.
I'm not getting any royalties for my reviews. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And when I review the 4K, I don't review it based on the movie. I look at the elements of the 4K that I want to see, and I picked 5 things that I look for in the 4K transfer that I want to see. And that's what I score based on. Same thing as the Lowedown, only I picked like just 5 things. And it has nothing to do with the movie itself. Like, Moonfall is like one of my favorite 4K transfers. Not to interrupt you.
It's
a really good 4K transfer. It's not a great movie.
No.
But it's a really good 4K transfer. And probably one of my favorites of the year, if not my favorite of this year.
Well, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't want people to be like, oh man, this dude is like ripping all the YouTubers that do 4K reviews. I'm not trying to rip you or anybody. What I'm trying to say is that everyone, just like how everyone has an opinion for a movie, everyone should have their own opinion on what movie they want to buy and what quality they think looks better. Because if one person has a shitty Vizio and you have a 10 times better TV than they do. Oh, I'm sorry. But,
I have a shitty Vizio.
No, but what I mean is, like, if they have like not a good TV, and then another person that is a movie enthusiast like myself that has like I have a Sony OLED for watching movies, and I have a Dolby Atmos. Like, I could pull it and go, yeah, whatever. But I don't. Sometimes I watch, man. I watch some dude stuff and then talking. And I'm like, do you really have this type of technology to break down a movie like this? And then come to terms, they're reading off a website to sound cool on camera. So,
no, I don't do that. I watch the movie and I'm like, what did I think of the picture quality?
What you think is
what do I think? What do I think of the picture quality? What do I think of the sound?
Yes,
I like the bass. I want to hear bass when I'm especially on the Dolby Atmos speakers.
I totally agree with you.
I want bass. I want to shake my house.
Yes.
And and I was like, and my first experience with that, because when I first got my speakers, the first movie I watched was the new Dune. And there's some great bass.
I watched John Wick.
See,
that's the first
thing that's a perfect choice.
That's the first thing I put on was John Wick.
But yeah,
again, like, it's a very
Turner fan agrees. He says all film is subjective.
No,
and
it is, but
completely agree, and so does Dell. I mean, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not getting royalties
4K,
for it.
But I just mean in terms of reviewing 4Ks online, everyone is doing it, and I'm a little behind my head going, what type of equipment that you guys got? Are you talking all this high?
Yeah, I don't agree with just reading it from the website. You go,
because
go with what you have. If the website says, oh yeah, 60 frames per second, go ahead and get that.
And the way you see someone is reading off a thing is when they start going, oh, the skin is very light, and I'm like, who talks like that? Like, unless a professional, that's it. You could tell, and I don't do that no more. I have my good stuff. I put it on, and I just recommend it to people. That's it.
Yeah.
I say, yo, this is, like you said, Moonfall. I would have picked it up, and I would say, you know what, man, you're right. That was a great movie. But I'm not. If you say, oh, that's a piece of crap transfer, how would I know? Maybe my TV would have looked.
Maybe your OLED would have been.
It would look clear.
Would have made it a lot better. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I have bottom of the barrel stuff, but
Or
my
someone
my
saying, this was the one that got me really mad. Someone saying, "Oh, don't watch a digital, watch a physical." Why not? A digital's the same. If you have
I'm
a good
saying
TV, it looks great.
it
A
looks
digital
great.
looks amazing.
Sounds fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I do have there's some things that I like. I'm a physical movie guy, so I would prefer the physical, but I don't care. However, you can watch the movie. Watch the movie.
Yeah. It's a movie.
If you're a digital fan, that's one of the questions that I asked. Do you prefer digital or physical, or would you rather go to the theater? Because some people are like, I don't want to watch it at home. I want to watch it on the big screen. And I'm like, cool. If that's the way you watch movies, awesome. But yeah, if you're like, oh, I'm a physical movie guy, and you shouldn't reject someone that's digital either.
No.
Like if someone's like, I prefer digital, and somebody goes, oh, well, you're stupid, and I've seen that so many times.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, they both showing the same stupid movie.
Yeah, it's the
nothing
same. It's the same movie. I'm like, oh look,
It's the same thing.
do you guys watch the same film?
Depending, yeah,
But
it's just,
but yeah, it's it goes by there's a war that happened like way back a long time ago, and the war started by which way you broke an egg open for a soft boiled egg. If you opened the narrow end or the fat end, and that's what the war was about because the two kings disagreed.
Well,
And
I agree. I will go sideways when I crack my egg.
exactly. Crack it sideways, break it like that,
That's
and
it.
then I
That's
put it in
the
a
way
pan
to
and I fry it, and I put it in a sandwich.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
if you
how
do
I.
it the long way, I'm gonna behead your ass. Everybody,
If you do it this way,
you're done.
if you don't eat the banana that way either. Don't eat the banana like that. That's just horrible.
Off with the head. Yeah.
1,000 times no.
Turner fan says we need to expand this on Instagram Live, and we should. We should like debate. I don't like it when people get butthurt about other people's reviews, and I'm using the term butthurt because you don't need to just chastise my review of the movie. Judge for yourself. If you don't like my review, then don't take it with a grain of salt. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. I could care less whether you watch the film or not.
I agree. I tell people like when I read their reviews, I'm like, wow, that was a cool review, whether you like it or not. I mean, it's your opinion.
Yeah.
Now, if it's something that I really like, if you're shitting on my Ghostbusters, I'm gonna go down your throat like, what was going on here? But other than that, we cool. I'm like, you know what? I agree. Reviewing is such a hot topic. But I mean, see, there's a difference between reviewing a movie like film, like you like the movie or you hate the movie, but then you have the other side of the spectrum where you're reviewing the disc, the quality, the audio, the special features, where people get really offended if you say wrong terminology and term, whatever. And it's like, you know what? Don't go down that avenue, man. If you really don't have that type of equipment, because if I ask you, right, if I say what type of equipment that you're telling me that this is not good, but then when I put it on mine and you come out with some foo-foo stuff like, well, I really don't have an Adobe Atmos, so how the hell do you know if it sounds that great?
Yeah.
Or not? So that's my thing. Like, I don't want to crap on YouTubers, and I just, like Turner fan says it, judge it for yourself, man. When it comes to movies, like you have great conversations. We're having a great conversation on this, and I bet we would. But how many other people, if we would sit down and we have this conversation, would get totally offended because that's the videos what they do, and then they get angry. Like, you're shitting on my stuff. No, I
can't believe it, dude. Come on, it's
So
this is not. This is not important.
It's
not important. What's important is family and life and happiness. This makes me happy. Talking about movies makes me happy, and it really makes me happy when I'm talking about movies with someone open-minded.
Yeah.
Such as yourself, Turner fan, Dell. I've talked to movies about, and really, I like the difference of opinion, and I have no problem if someone disagrees with me, but tell me why. Don't just tell me that I'm stupid because I like a movie or that I must have a brain tumor.
I can't believe someone told you that because you like
Yeah,
a horrible movie.
someone told me. Yeah, someone told me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was for the opposite because I didn't like a movie. Someone told me that I must have a brain tumor because that movie was amazing, and I was like,
It's
okay,
funny what me
okay.
and Nate
Well,
do
what
is
was amazing
crazy.
about it? Change my mind.
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
me believe. I don't have the tumor anymore. I had it removed, so you can't tell me I have a brain tumor. I've
Yeah.
been checked, and I get MRIs every year because I keep getting checked to make sure it doesn't come back. But I don't understand. You don't have to. You don't have to be offended by it.
No. No.
If you don't agree and you don't want to listen to it, then don't listen to it. But don't sit there and chastise me for the way I think or how I feel about something, because that's not fair to me.
No, I totally agree with you. It's funny that me and Nate, the cool thing about Nate, working with Nate when we do the podcast and stuff, he knows what I like. And if
Yeah.
it's a movie that he hates and I enjoy, it's one of the funniest topics because he starts laughing. He's like, oh man, like, why would you like something like that? But then it's just even the same thing, like, even back to him when if there's a movie that, he doesn't like and I enjoy it, he vice versa. We
Yeah.
have fun with it. It's just a great conversational piece. But a lot
Yeah.
of people just, they get so hung up and stuff. And if you say something wrong about a franchise or something, you're just pretty much dead to people. Like, I'm not a
Yeah.
horror dude.
It's like,
but all of a
you're not
sudden
gonna.
people throw stones at me. 'cause
Yeah,
I
you're
said I
not
don't
gonna.
like horror.
You're not gonna listen. You're not gonna talk to me anymore. You're not gonna.
Yeah,
Just
it
because I was. Yeah.
it's stupid. Like the minute
stupid.
I remember one live and I said, we did something and I said, I'm not a big horror person. And almost everyone went crazy. And I'm like, holy hell, but I do watch.
I think.
like, was like,
I think I was.
watch
I
it.
think I was on there live. I think I was.
everyone-
I think I was on. I was like, "What do you?" I love horror movies. I'm a big horror guy, but I know that not everybody is a horror fan.
No.
I know. So if you're not a big, I'm totally cool with that.
But the funny thing is, Evil Dead is like one of my top franchises. So it's kind of funny, like where people like you say you don't like horror, and everyone assumes is every horror movie known to man.
But you're just like in general.
Yeah.
I'm not a horror movie fan. Like me, I am not a musical fan. I hate musicals.
I'm with you there. Well, I don't hate it, but
I
I'm
mean,
not.
no, I can't. I can count on one hand the number of musicals that I've finished, let alone liked. Because
That's another high-five musicals.
another high five musicals, and I'll be like, okay, I got two. I got two, and you won't know either of them because no. But I mean, no. There's five that I liked that I finished, but most of them I just like. Okay, I'm gonna just switch that off, or I walk out of the room when they break into song because I can't. Yeah,
It's not for
two
everyone.
things I don't. Two things I don't like. I don't like musicals, and I don't like animals that talk.
Okay, like
And-
Dr. Dolittle and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
And live action cartoons are an exception because they're cartoons.
yeah. So
Um,
Lion King live action, not for you.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
no.
No, I mean, I know a lot. Like I don't do remakes.
But that's just my personal
That's not
thing.
my
I am not gonna. And Dell said my favorite is when someone says you have to see it on the biggest screen possible. No, I don't. And that's true.
My biggest argument to that Dell says in the movie is very spot on. Where people go like, I don't go to the movies much, but people's argument is, well, you have to see it in the theater because that is the best experience. Like, no, you don't.
No,
Like,
you don't.
I could buy my, first of all, I was like, my house is a movie theater. If I got an 80-inch TV, I already got the Atmos. What do I need? It's nothing different between, I mean, yeah, IMAX is different. You're in a darker room. You got popcorn. You feel, you're in a different world because you're escaping the reality.
Yeah.
You're going into a theater.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm like, that's cool. But you know what? Not many people can go to the theater. Everybody has different situations.
Yeah.
It's expensive, man.
It's
And I'm not
expensive,
saying-
and
not
I'm
saying,
you know
like, I can't afford a ticket. I'm just saying his is like between babysitting for my 3 kids
yeah.
plus tickets is like close to like $200.
Yeah,
Up
because
to
I'm
150.
yeah.
So
Dell had to pipe in. Come on, man. You know, grease is the word, and the word is
know it.
No.
No.
No, but yeah, I like what Turner Fan says. It's a great conversation that we should expand on.
We should expand on. I think
should
that's a good topic on Instagram that we can discuss. I think
Yes.
that'll be fun.
Yes.
We've got a couple of choices then for the 11th when we do our first Instagram three-way.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
All right. So
Okay, so where were we? We're on the
went like
pace.
30
we
minutes.
went on a you know, and Turner Fan, to keep on that topic, what makes it an experience is going with my kids. I agree with that, but I think I'm speaking for Alex there. I have to think twice about taking my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Because of her special needs, and it's
that. See, me and you come from that area.
Yeah, we come from that element because it's really hard to take her to the movies. We tried to take her to see No Way Home, and there was no way.
She wanted to go home.
She wanted to go. She was ready to go home. It was too dark. She didn't like it. She didn't like the noise. It was not. It was not happening.
Like, I took my son to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and the only reason we got to see the movie was because it was a special needs night. So basically, the theater had the lower volume.
The lower volume.
And then I had the headphones on them.
I remember you telling me about that. That's such a great thing.
It was an autism event, which the theater was just half the volume, and I was like, that is awesome. But when it comes to taking him to an actual theater, which, it hurt my heart because I don't have experiences with my two boys than everybody else that goes to the theater with their kids, because I can't. The minute the movie starts with the boom, they go, I want to go out.
Then they're like, oh my goodness.
And it scares them. So it's like, shit, now I just paid like $80 between
and we got to leave.
And all this shit. So,
and we got to leave. And I'm totally on board with that. And because I raised my 3 kids, and I didn't have that issue, but now I have to think about it. I mean, I had to think about it with my nephew, but now I have to think about it with my granddaughter, because I'm like, okay, I have to have second thoughts, or we have to arrange some way that she has a sitter or that something happens before we can watch it. And plus, it's a minimum 1 hour drive to get to the theater from where I live.
Yeah, so
one
now
way.
You're paying the sitter an hour extra.
Yeah,
plus the
2 hours extra because we got to go there, watch the movie, come back. And with gas prices the way they are, I'm paying $40 for a half a tank of gas.
Yeah.
So yeah, haven't.
Yeah, it's.
And Turner Fan says this is exactly why I like you guys.
Well, let me just tell you, when I saw the Batman, it cost me $200. Okay. I needed to get a special needs babysitter.
Yeah,
for my 2 boys.
You have
specialized babysitter, not regular babysitter. So I had to get that.
It's got to be someone that knows how to deal with that. Yeah, it can't be just neighbor 15-year-old neighbor girl. To do no, it's got to be with me. I mean, it's got to be a family member. It's got to be someone that she knows.
Yeah. And and then by the time me and my wife got the tickets, then we got food, and then whatever. So honestly, it depends. Am I sad that I don't go during opening night? No, because my wife and I go to the movies that we want to go see. Not every movie I want to. I want to see Top Gun Maverick, but guess what? There's nothing I can do. I sucked it up and wait till the 4K comes out.
Wait till the 4K comes out. It's worth it.
Yeah,
I did. I went and saw it. We happened to have the planets aligned, and we had a situation where my wife and I could go see it, and so I was like, we're gonna do that. That was the last movie we saw in the theater. But yeah, I've got to choose my battles. I've got to be like, okay,
exactly.
Here's a movie that we can see, and we're like planning like months out to where we're like, okay, save up the money for it. Number 1, number 2, make sure that my granddaughter is covered. She has a sitter and she's covered, and then. Okay, we got to watch the movie, and then we're gonna make a day of it. Since I'm in town, I'm gonna go ahead and get the groceries afterwards, and pick up KFC because it's our only chance at fast food, and then we come home and we pick up the granddaughter and we eat.
It's funny. I'll tell you this: my son has been watching way more movies with me at home. At a normal volume, and he's like 11 now. And we saw G.I. Joe. I saw G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra yesterday, right? He did
for the first time.
For it. No. I saw it
Oh.
before, but
Okay.
I on 4K for the first time because I
Oh.
brought them, but I never opened it. So I started to
Yeah.
review them on my Instagram.
Okay.
The second movie, he sat right down next to me, and we started watching it. And I was like, "Why this one?
Why this one? It's somewhat.
He likes Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Loves because he's quiet.
He's
He
quiet. He doesn't
He
speak.
noticed that.
He's got the. Yeah, I bet.
So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
like,
that
I
totally
was
makes
like,
sense.
I'm like, Snake Eyes is not autistic, but I was like, to you, fine.
For you, yeah, he's probably like, I can relate to that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, Snake Eyes don't talk.
That's someone I can be. I can be him. I can be Snake Eyes. Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, it's been fun. We've been trying to get him to watch more movies, but I think I could take him down because he's gonna be a 12 in this December. So I think the older he gets, I think he's gonna try to. I'm gonna try to push him, take him one movie and see if he likes it. But if not, then it doesn't. We'll still see it at home.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like,
You know, maybe do a matinee or something like that to where you
Yeah.
not pay full price. It's during the day, so if you let's go
Yeah.
grab some lunch or let's go ahead and go back home if you don't have to pay full price for it. But
What Turner fan says?
he says I'm going to suggest a special needs night to my daughter because she manages a local theater.
You know what? I guarantee you,
It's a great
Turner
idea.
fan, tell your daughter to charge whatever, right? It's half the sound, so it's not super loud. You put it low, and the lights doesn't have to be fully dark. They put it dimmed to the point that it's dark, but it's little light.
They can still see.
Yes, and then I guarantee you, her theater will be packed with parents that could bring their special need kids, and they could talk and whatever, because those kids doesn't even matter, because you already know when you go to that theater, it's a special needs, and it doesn't bother nobody.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's what I said.
I love it. Yeah, this would be a great discussion for another show. Let's get back on topic.
I'm sorry. It's your fault.
Okay. I know. I'll take full blame for that. I almost said credit. I'll take full credit for that. But
So we went to
no,
what?
we're going pace for the Matrix still.
I think it's still up and down.
Yeah, it's kind of a roller coaster.
I'm gonna go with a 7.
I think I'm gonna go with a 7. Yeah, I was gonna. I'm on board with the 7 because there were some
Up and down.
definite dragging points, and I'm not gonna point that. Turner fan, I'm not putting that up, but I appreciate that. Go ahead and suggest
that would be awesome. Let me know if it goes through. That would be pretty cool.
Okay, so the technology of the Matrix.
10.
10.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Well, technology used in the movie or the actual like CGI and everything?
No, the technology used in the movie.
Oh,
because the CGI, that's the special effects.
Yeah. Technology in the movie. Well, then technically there's not none
With
except them going into the Matrix.
Yeah, the whole thing with
So
the
that's a
Matrix. Okay, I'm down for that. So
Yeah.
I'm still at a 10. So we'll 9.5 that.
Okay. Because honestly, other than that, was phones. They have phones. They have guns. But them going into the Matrix.
They had kind of the old-fashioned phones and the ships, and then the squiddies, the little little squiddy dudes. But
okay, I'll give it a 10. I'll give it a 10. That makes sense. I keep forgetting about that.
All right, I'm wearing out my eraser. Back to a 10. All right. Okay. Violence.
10. Yeah.
I know Kung Fu.
10. Yeah.
Show me.
It's not a bloody movie, but
it's not bloody, but there's a lot of fighting.
Yeah. 10.
And it's not. It's guns and it's running and car chases and all kinds of crap. Bullets,
jazz.
all jazz and Kung Fu and the intensity.
There's not much. There's none. What was there to gain? I mean, if Neo dies, there's another one. So it was nothing.
Well, it's kind of like it was like they're just gonna delete the program and restart anyway.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I might go 5.
Okay. I'm gonna.
There's really no danger.
Yeah. So Dell asks, what about the training constructs for technology?
Oh,
and I agree with that. I agree with that. We're still at a 10. We're still at a 10 for the technology. So
yeah. It's like
so that's
the
cool.
holodeck of the Star Trek.
Yeah,
right?
I'm at a 7 for the intensity. So that was a little bit more intense than that. Because with the agents and stuff like that, I thought that was some intensity.
Okay.
And you're at a 5, so we average out to a 6.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Math whiz over here. He's mad quick. He said,
Done. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I'm very fascinated by these scores. Okay, so we are on the year 2002.
Okay.
Where is that movie? And we are looking at Equilibrium.
You know, it's funny. I never seen this movie.
Well, how are we going to score it? I guess I'm going to score it.
You're going to have to score it. You might have to score this one. I never seen this movie. This is Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, Taye Diggs.
Yeah, everyone told me to see this movie. I never seen this movie.
Man, I love this movie. This is like...
It's good?
It's good. It's good.
All right,
I mean,
so you score it. You score it. This is what we got.
Okay,
it
so we
throw off everything. I hope it don't.
I hope it don't. But I'll have you judge the plot though.
Okay, yeah, I'll judge the plot.
I'll have you judge the plot because you're going to read it cold turkey, not knowing what it's about.
I have it right here.
I mean, I'll give my own score for the plot, but we can score the plot.
Okay.
So for cast we got, and again you can do cast because you can see if you recognize the cast. Christian. So I got Christian Bale, Taye Diggs, Angus McFadden is the main bad guy. And then there's the British dude that pretends to be the main dude, so that's 1 point for that. And 1 point for the main dude in Resistance. I can't remember his name, but he does a lot of movies where he's like a subordinate dude. So I am at a 8 for the cast.
I know Christian Bale.
You know Christian Bale. Okay, so that's a 2. Boy, that sucks for an average though. Okay, so let's
well,
take.
The funny thing is, even if I watched the movie, it would have been a 2 because even if I saw it for the first time, I don't know the other guys anyway. It would have been Christian Bale.
There might have been some. Oh, hey, I know that dude from this movie or whatever. But
maybe.
I think there could have been some other guys that you'd recognize.
Sean Bean. I know Sean Bean.
Sean Bean's in it. That's right. He's in there. Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
him.
so I'm at a 10.
William Fitcher, dude. He's from Dark Knight, the banker. Right?
Okay.
When he steals the money, Joker.
Okay.
See, I know that guy. Let me see. Shane Pee-wee, whatever. He's Alfred from Gotham. You know who that is? No, I don't think you know who that is.
Wait. No, that's the British dude, right?
Oh,
yeah. Lost him. Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. I didn't know his name, but I knew him by face because he's because I've been binge watching Elementary.
Oh,
and he
is Tomorrow and Prison Break.
Yeah, Dominic Purcell.
Yeah, see, all right, so I already know dudes. See, that's
dudes.
There you go. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4. Sean Bean, Christian Bale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you're at a 10 too.
Yeah. Oh, this is the guy from Braveheart, the one that betrayed him.
Angus McFadden. Yeah.
Look at that. That's 12.
All right, we'll put it as a 12. No, 10 is the highest we can go. So, okay, so acting. I guess this is gonna be just me. I enjoyed the acting in this. I'm not gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna go with an 8 for the acting.
Okay.
Because I did like it. So you got the plot there?
Hold on 1 second. I'm pull it up here. I hit the wrong button. All right, you know what? Let's do it this way. I hit the damn button. Oop. Bloop. All right, here we go. Yeah, and doop. And now my Wikipedia. Here we go. In a futuristic world, a regime has eliminated war by suppressing emotions. Book, art, and music are strictly forbidden, and feeling is a crime punishable by death. Cedric, I hope I said his name right? Cedric John Preston is a top-ranking government agent responsible for destroying those who resist. Oh,
I think that's cleric. Is it cleric?
Oh, cleric. Yeah, cleric.
Yeah, it's cleric because that's what they're called. is Clerics.
Okay, so his name is John Pearson.
John Preston. Yeah,
Preston.
it's Preston.
All right, now it's a smaller text. Top government, ranking government agents is responsible for destroying those who resist these rules. When he misses a dose of Prozum, Prozum, Prozum.
It's Prosium.
Prosium, a mind-altering drug that hinders emotion. Preston, who has been trained to enforce strict laws of the new regime, suddenly becomes the one capable of overthrowing it. Yeah. Actually, that sounds pretty good. I might give it an 8. That sounds actually really good. I might have to order this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna go 9 for that. So let's go 8.5.
Is this like available on 4K or?
I don't think so. I have the Blu-ray. I don't think it's available for 4K. I don't know. I could be wrong though. But 2002, this would be the 10th year anniversary. So this would be it'd be a good year to have the 4K come out. But I haven't heard anything. I don't know if you check on Amazon. I know about I have the Blu-ray, so that's as far as I go. Throw Repo Man in there.
He said, "Oh wow, they have it for $5."
That the Blu-ray or
the Blu-ray is $5.
Yeah, I think I paid 10 for it. But that's the thing. Nobody really knows about this movie. This is like,
never heard of it.
It's a very like underrated, like a hidden thing. I mean, it's so fun. Great action in it.
That's crazy though. Look, Macari is $8 and they're charging $31 on Amazon.
Where was it for $5?
In Macari.
Oh,
used. That's nuts. Anyway.
All
right. So there you go. So that's all right. So what else do we have? Action.
Yeah, we have ending is where we're at, and I guess that's me. I loved the ending for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a really great like gun scene where he's just like shooting everybody, and he throws the reloads. And he's running, he's shooting these guys, and he runs out of bullets right where the reloads are, and he reloads, and shooting everybody, and then he gets the sword, and he cuts the dude's face off, and awesome. So I'm gonna give it a 9 though, and that's because you can't really judge the ending because you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And then for the story, I think I'm gonna go a 9 also for the story because I like how it came through because. There's a whole thing about he turned in his own wife because she had emotions. She stopped taking the dose. So he turned in his own wife and his wife was executed. And this is why he was on the Prosium. So then all of a sudden he stopped taking it and started feeling that emotion that how he lost his wife. And then there was another woman that he had got taken prisoner. She was about to be executed. She reminded him of his wife.
So he went to save her.
So he went to try to save her, and they already threw her in the incinerator and burned her alive right in front of him. As he was running up, it was like, and he was like, and then that's when Taye Diggs comes in. And he goes, "He's having emotions. I'm taking him in prisoner." And then it was really good. It's just I loved how the story played out, and then it was like. He joined the resistance to try to go and kill the main bad guy, which is Angus McFadden is the main bad guy. And then he basically his whole thing was he was going to turn in the resistance, get them all caught, so that he gets an audience with the main guy, because no one gets to see him, and then he was going to kill him. But before he killed him, he gets put in front of a lie detector to see if he has emotion. And starts asking him questions.
That sounds really interesting.
And then when there was like, so like you're gonna give up your gun without incident, and then the whole thing, the needles are going crazy with the lie detector, and then all of a sudden everything goes flat, like his emotions just stop. And he goes, "Not without incident." And the guy doing the polygraph's like, "Oh shit!" And he stands up in his sword and he starts killing everybody. It was just awesome. So, totally down. So the special effects of this movie, the special effects are pretty good. A lot of it is CG, especially with like the scenes in the back, and you can tell. So I think I'm going to go with an 8 for the effects. And I think they were good, but not like fully great. I mean, for a 2002 movie, I think Independence Day, the special effects there were a lot better. So I'm going to go 8. I did love the pace of the film. I think the pace is the best part of this film.
Oh, it's fast.
Yeah, it's fast. It goes through even the slower parts with the emotion. There's intensity and there's stuff happening. So there's all the way through with Sean Bean and all the other guys. Really good pace. So I'm going to go with a 10 for the pace. The technology, that's an interesting one because the Prosium is kind of futuristic, but it's not really technology. But it's the one where that suppresses their emotions. The guns were pretty good. The vehicles were all right. I think I'm going to go an 8 for technology as well. I think it's good, but not great.
Okay.
The violence is a 10 across the board. Absolutely great violence. They actually turned like using the guns as a martial art.
The gun fu.
Yeah, they call it gun kata is what they called it. And it was so... Well, he says I'm echoing. I think I'm echoing on Alex's side because it was shown... It sounded like I was playing... Can you hear me echo?
No.
Yeah, because I can hear an echo on mine. And I was really hearing it when you left to go check on your daughter. It was like this echo that was happening. And I thought I was coming through in your room there somewhere outside of your headphones. I don't know.
Interesting.
Anyway. Oh, Jay Manley says it's on HBO Max. So
you know what? I'll check it out first. And if I like it, I'll
see if you like it. Yeah, let me know. And don't go, hey, you must have a brain tumor because you like that movie.
I might say that.
You might say that just to do it. Just get ready for it.
Get ready for it.
And I'll be like,
No!
Okay, so intensity. I think there's some good intensity in this movie, because it's all about the emotions, and all of a sudden I can't talk. With the sensing of emotions, and people were like hiding books and paintings because they were burning all this because it caused emotional responses. So they like took the Mona Lisa and they torched it in the movie. And all these books like Mark Twain and stuff like that, they were just burning all these books and records and music and stuff. And I think the intensity on that was really good. So I'm going to give that a 9.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't feel right because I did most of the scoring, but it definitely did not get the highest score. So I feel a little...
my score once I watch it.
Add your score based on those criteria, if you could.
Yeah.
If you want me to give you the aspects, I'll give them to you again.
Text me on my phone what I need for it, and then when I finish watching it, I'll give it the score, and then I'll send it to you.
And then we'll change the official rank after that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, and then the extra scene. Where's my guy? Do I have it? Maybe I don't.
Even you forgot about the movie.
I didn't put
casting stones on me for no reason.
I know, right? I should have an extra thing on it. 5. Oh no, I don't. Let me see if I can grab it. Because I thought I had it saved. Nope, I didn't put an extra one. Oh well. Let me see if I can grab that really quick. Okay, so our next movie is from 2005. Wow, that's interesting. IMDb gave Equilibrium a 7.4. That's pretty good. That's not too shabby. Oh, I know why. Because I had Equilibrium on my Father's Day list, and I didn't actually go and grab a movie picture with it. Okay, I'm gonna do this one.
What's the 2005?
2005 is. Gotta bring this back up. Another one of my favorites. It is Serenity.
Serenity. All right.
Man, I love this movie. Bless you.
Yeah, I just got a
like your headphones are just gonna come right off.
Yeah, Jesus, I just got an ill thing. Okay, here we go.
What happened? Where'd the curtains go?
This episode is like the Return of the King extended edition. Yes, it is.
Sorry.
Always gotta bring a Lord of the Rings reference, huh, Rev? Always. Okay. So
Is he talking about how long it is? Because
yeah,
it's
about to hit 3 hours.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, this is the last movie anyway on the list, right?
It's second to last. We got one more after this.
Yeah. So all right, here we go.
So
Serenity.
Serenity. Let's rip through it. Let's talk about the cast.
Great cast. I remember the TV show. You got what's his name?
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. Then you got my man Adam Baldwin.
Adam Baldwin.
That's
you got
two
Summer
for me.
Glau.
Yes, Summer Glau.
Summer Glau. Gina
the
Torres.
The Terminator. Right? She played Terminator in.
Yeah, she played the Terminator in the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah. And then you go the girl from Deadpool that he bangs. What's her name? Monica.
Yeah, Marina Baccarin.
Yes, her.
Yeah.
Gina Torres.
Yes, Gina Torres. Yes, her. It's like, oh yes, her.
Yes, Gina Torres. So I know 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Dale says the echo's gone. I agree. The echo's gone.
The dude from Dodgeball, the pirate. He always talks like the pirate.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5. We're at 10. We're at a 10. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Acting.
It wasn't as great. It
wasn't as great. I like the acting. There was some good comedic acting. Oh, and God, I hate to butcher his name. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Okay.
The assassin, the bad guy. I lack of a better word, bad guy. The antagonist, I guess. The one that's chasing after him. I love him. Great actor.
I would give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see the echo's back.
You got it?
Yeah, I got the echo back. It was gone for a little bit, and now it's back. I don't know why.
From me or you?
I don't think it's from me. I mean, I'm just plugged right into my laptop. It's not like I'm going through a board or anything.
Interesting.
You're not echoing, but I am. It's odd. Yep, echo. All right, so let's talk about the plot. Do you have that?
Yes,
I don't
have
care.
the plot.
Let's try to whip through the rest of these and see if we can keep it under 3.5 hours.
All right, here we go. In this continuation of the TV series Firefly, a group of rebels travel the outskirts of space aboard their ship, Serenity. Outside of the reach of the Alliance, a sinister regime that controls most of the universe. After the crew takes in Simon and his psychic sister, River, whom he has just rescued from the Alliance forces, they find themselves being pursued by the operative and an Alliance agent who will stop at nothing to find them. Now, for those of you out there, this was a TV show, and I think they remade the TV show into a movie.
Yes.
to make it into a 2-hour movie. So pretty much, yeah. And that's what they did. But the TV show is better because there's more stories and adventures and
Yeah.
everything.
And
So, yeah.
and Dell made a good point. I made the mistake of watching Serenity without seeing even 1 minute of Firefly, so I felt lost. And that makes a lot of sense. It's interesting though because I watched maybe three or four episodes of Firefly before they
Okay.
canceled it. Because I was like, oh crap, I kept missing it, and then finally I started watching it, and then they canceled the show, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on because I like came in right in the middle of the season,
Yeah.
and I know they didn't do the episodes in order, but when I watched the movie, the series made more sense to me.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
I turned,
because
because then I turned around and I bought the Firefly series on DVD, and then watched it in order, and then I totally got the whole thing.
yeah, the
So
movie's more fleshed out. Like they just tightened the TV series more.
yeah,
With the characters and stuff. But yeah, I mean, look, either way you enjoy the movies, you enjoy it. The movie has better action, better camera work, but I think the TV show is better because it has a longer story. The characters are more developed, and you fall in love with them. The humor is funny,
yeah. But
especially
I
the
think yeah, if
captain.
you go back and watch Firefly, and then turn around and go back and watch Serenity again, then it's like, oh,
Yeah,
all
you
this kind of
understand
it.
everything.
And then I understand everything, and it was like the second or third watch of Serenity that I was like, okay, this is now like one of my favorites
My
to
wife
watch.
reads the books. She's
Oh,
into the
nice.
books. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but I was like, okay, cool. I was like, it's not
Yeah,
continuing,
I
but she
don't think
loves those
I don't think
things.
I've ever read the books, but yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
I'd check out the books for sure. Okay, so reading the plot,
yeah,
what would you give that?
a 9.
Okay, yeah, I'm down
That's
for that.
a type of story that I would get
That was
into.
like, oh, being chased by an operative, and
Yeah, I'm a
good
sucker for
guys and
that
bad
stuff.
guys, and yeah, and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. So the ending, and
Oh man.
I, because I really like the ending, and this was, where he's going to try to broadcast that whole thing with the Reavers, how
Yeah.
that happened. He was trying to broadcast it. The operative was trying to stop him. That big fight ensued. And that's when Nathan Fillion was like, he got the upper hand because of the nerve cluster,
Yeah.
and then he didn't kill him. He just locked him in position with the sword after he dislocated both his shoulders, and then went and played the video and let them all see it.
Yeah, I would give it a 9.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with that. I loved it. Okay, story.
I enjoyed the story. It's a
Yeah.
good story. I mean, again, it's a retold of the TV series, so I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm not gonna give it a 10.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay. I'm actually going an 8. So yeah. So we'll go
8.5.
8.5. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's interesting because this is one of my picks, but I felt that there were a little bit holes in the movie. The series makes up for it by
Yeah.
telling the rest of the story, but if you just go by the movie, there's some holes in the story that you need the series to get, and this
Yeah.
kind of goes with what Dell was saying. Because you kind of need the series to complement the movie. And I don't want to say you have to watch them both, but no, if you watch Serenity and like it, great. But if you get lost in the story a little bit, then check out the series, and then come back to it, and it'll make a lot more sense.
I always tell people watch the TV series. Is short and it's fast once you start watching it.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like
watch
what,
the movie.
12 episodes or 16 episodes or something like that.
It's a very short episode.
It's a very short. Yeah, they're very short series. You can whip through it. You can binge it in a couple days.
Yeah, I think the Blu-ray is like 2 discs or 1. To be
Might
honest
be
with
2.
you,
I think it's 2, maybe.
I think it's 2.
Yeah, because I have
more
I have the DVD set and it's 4 discs, so I think it's got to be
I had
like
the
2.
Blu-ray. I think it
Yeah.
was 2. It got to be
Yeah.
2. Yeah,
I think it's 2.
14
Yeah,
episodes. Jason.
14. See, I said 12 and 16, so
Yeah.
we average that out and it's 14.
So it's 7. So yeah, for Blu-ray, it's 7.
But I think they
episodes
canceled it at like 11 or 12.
and then
They canceled the series, so they didn't show they had them all filmed, but they canceled it before they showed the rest of the season.
Yeah, that was
And
stupid.
that
was a
bugged
dumb
the
move.
heck out of me. All right. Special effects.
10.
I think it's top notch. I really like the special effects.
Yeah, especially the fighting scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know I have a picture of you, don't I? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, great photo.
Yeah, I love that picture, and this
That's
kind of
the
leads
bar
to
scene, right?
no, that's the end
Okay.
where she killed all the Reavers, and then the soldiers came in, and they were like, "Do we have a kill order?" And the guy was like, "No, stand down. They already did the damage. We're screwed." So yeah, that was the end. But yeah, 10. So pace of the film.
It was okay.
It was okay. I think there were some slow spots.
Yes, there was.
There were some slow spots. There were I liked
I would
him
go
like
with 8.
yeah, I'm down for that. I was gonna say that. But yeah, I like the bar scene until she like flips her wig and starts beating everybody up. That was kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole thing where they were like, talking to the robbers, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg. No, shoot me in the arm. And I'm like, okay, get to the point. Let's go. So yeah, there were a couple of parts. Technology. This is an interesting question because I mean, yeah, you got that land speeder thing, and you got the ship itself. Yeah, you got the ship, but there's a lot of like lowered technology because the whole thing about the Alliance, and if you watch the series, you kind of understand with the Alliance planets. The closer you are to where their central command is, the better technology you get. So that's where you get the laser weapons and all the good stuff. And as you get more toward the outer rim, it actually goes more primitive. This is where you get the Victorian dresses, and they do the cotillions, and they have horse and buggy still, and with some of the stuff. And that's kind of back to the series. But there's still some decent technology in here, I think.
I agree. I
The
would give it like
hologram.
I would give it like an 8 or 9.
I think I'm at a 9, and the one that gets me is when they show the hologram recording of how the brother breaks the girl out, and then the bad guy kind of walks through it. They're like, oh, it looks kind of real, like they're showing it on the screen, and then he walks through it, and you're going, oh crap, that's a hologram. And I was like, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that a lot. So yeah, I'm at a 9.
You can put 9.
You put 9. Are you going to put 8? So we go 8.5?
Yeah, put 8.5.
Okay, got it. Violence.
10.
Yeah, good violence. I think I'm at a 9 though. So
well, the bar scene alone.
the bar scene's great, and then the scene where she's kicking all the Reavers' butt, and then they're shooting them. Yeah, no, I'm back to a 10. I'm back to a 10.
Back to 10.
I'm back to a 10. I was like, I'm gonna go 10. No, I'm gonna go 9. No, I'm back to a 10. Okay, intensity. I think
I'll go 9.
Yeah, I'm kind of down for that because the intensity doesn't really come true until it comes toward the end.
Yeah.
And they figure out how the Reavers were created, and then it gets intense. And then that one scene where he draws the Reavers out and they follow him, and they come through the cloud and all the Reavers come behind him, and then all the Alliance ships are there and there's this huge battle at the end.
Yeah,
totally
I would do
awesome.
that.
Totally awesome. 9. Okay.
Oh, he did it.
Interesting. One more movie. And this is yours, 2014.
Uh-oh.
Where are you? Everything is so small. There it is. And your movie is Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is my last word. No!
This we could go through quick. I saw this for the first time last month.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's interesting. And you were like, oh, Edge of Tomorrow, because I really enjoyed this. Again, this is kind of alien invasion. Mm-hmm. It's kind of time travel. It's less filling and it tastes great. So yeah, it's the Miller Lite. Yeah, this is it kind of goes on the entire spectrum of sci-fi.
Yeah, it does, and it's funny because like the community, our community and Nate was like, dude, this is a movie you're gonna love because I love movies like this, and I was like, never saw it, bro. I was like, and he was like, watch it. So then I brought it off of him because he was selling the steelbook because he stopped buying steelbooks, so he was like getting rid of. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy it off of you, and then I got it, and I was like, oh, let me watch, and I fell in love, and then I ordered it for 4K.
I was gonna say the 4K Steelbook comes out July 5th. I'm getting it. I already ordered it.
I ordered
it's coming.
The box set from the UK. Again, double 12.
Again, the 1212.
The double 12 is coming to the house.
Double 12, yeah. I'm getting the 4K, but I'm getting the US
standard
release, the standard.
Yeah. All right, so we got.
It really takes me a little bit to even think about looking at the foreign ones. I haven't done that until like just this past year, really. Aside from the German release of Split Second, because I wanted Split Second on Blu-ray, and the only way I could find it was the German release. So that was my first foreign made movie.
Gotcha.
Because the menus in German and all that kind of stuff, but it still plays in English, and it's really interesting to go through. But now I've got the MVD Rewind collection of it, so now I can see the menu in English, which is great. All right, cast.
Emily Blunt, Tom Cruise,
Bill Paxton.
That's what I'm thinking so far. I know there's another one. Let me pull it up here. Bill Paxton.
All I keep hearing is cracking my ass.
Yeah. Oh, the guy from the Firestorm, the black kid in Legends of Tomorrow. That's a 1 point because that's the only thing I know him from.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He's one of the J Squad dudes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm down for 1 point. I think that's it. So that puts us at a 7. Acting.
10.
Acting's good. I'm at a 9 though, so we'll go 9.5.
That's a 10.
I thought Emily Blunt really killed it in this.
And Tom Cruise was mad good.
Tom Cruise was good, but I don't think he's aside from Born on the 4th of July. Whoa, your camera went weird. I was like, puh. You have a ghost came over and hit your camera.
There we go. I'll fix it later. But yeah,
that's okay. That's good enough.
My wire got caught on my foot.
Oh, so you
so
yanked it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Plot.
10.
You got to read it.
When Earth falls under attack from invisible aliens, no military unit in the world is able to beat them. Major William Cage, an officer who will never seen combat, is assigned to a suicide mission. Killed within minutes, Cage finds himself thrown into a time loop in which he revives the same brutal fight and same death over and over again. However, Cage's fighting skills improve with each encounter, bringing him and the comrade, Emily Blunt, ever closer to defeating the aliens. That's an 8 in my book.
Okay, but it basically told the whole movie.
It pretty much did. That's
pretty much told
what it
is. I'm down for an 8, but yeah, it was like, okay, so that the whole movie was just spelled out in that read. Ending.
Oh, it was a fantastic ending. That's a 10.
I gotta agree. I'm at a 10 with the ending. It was so so neat how it with the plane and they flew in and with the stuff and totally awesome story.
10.
Okay, I'm at a 9 for the story, so we'll 9.5 that.
Okay.
But I did really like it. Special effects.
10.
10.
Yeah.
I'm totally down. Pace of the film.
10. It was fast. It was good. I have not seen no dead spots in this movie.
Yeah, no. I really liked it, especially even the Groundhog Day moments where he kept dying.
It just gets funnier and funnier because he keeps repeating.
Cause he rolls into the truck and the truck runs over him and you don't see it, but he's like, yeah, man. And it was like, oh, why would he do that? It just some of the reactions to him dying was from the other guys was hilarious. And then he would just wake up and, do this maggot, and then back to where he was going. Okay, technology.
10.
Yeah. The technology here is amazing. Violence.
10. It's like you can't go wrong. You're like, wow, this is a 10. It's a 10.
Intensity.
10. Because if he never keeps looping, well, no. The reason why I say it's a 10 is because he lost the powers and he can't die after. I mean, he dies, but what I mean is that he lost the power to phase the loop.
Yeah, he lost the power to loop.
Yeah,
and that was an interesting element. I mean, I think I'm going to go 9, but it is that does raise the intensity level quite a bit.
It does, because I was like, yo, is he going to really die? And then when he does die, you're like, oh, man, this sucks balls, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, for my calculations, I think that one's going to be number 1.
It's going to be, it's going to be awful close. Yep. It does not take the number 1 spot.
It doesn't?
It does not take the number 1 spot.
Wow. All right. I want to know.
Okay.
What we got?
Here we go. Number 10 is Judge Dredd with an 80.
Okay.
Number 9 is Demolition Man with an 82.5.
Interesting. Okay.
Number 8 is The Matrix with an 85.5. Number 7. Well, that's interesting. I think we have a tie.
Wait, wouldn't Equilibrium or whatever the hell the Christian Bale movie be last until I give the score?
Well, right now it's got an asterisk on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it depends on how you score it, but right now it's got an 89.5.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that actually ties it with Terminator 2.
For now.
For now, but Terminator 2 will win at this point.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to go... Okay, so 10, 9, 8. So then right now, Equilibrium is 7. Terminator 2 is 6.
Okay.
And then with a 90, Serenity takes 5.
Interesting. Okay.
Number 4 is Aliens with a 90.5.
Wow. That dropped.
That dropped. Number 3 is Edge of Tomorrow with a 93.5.
Really? Wow. So I guess Independence Day would need number 1?
Number 2 is Independence Day with a 94.5.
And what the hell number 1?
Number 1 with a 95.5 is The Fifth Element.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah. That would make sense. There's no argument from there. There's no argument in that department.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Dell says Cruise's funniest performance aside from Tropic Thunder. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was hilarious in this.
So it's funny, so I take the first 2 spots.
You do. Well, you take the first spot, I take the second spot.
You had Edge of Tomorrow?
No, you had 3. Edge of Tomorrow was 3, Independence Day was 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I take the first and the third spot.
So yeah, so you got 1, 3, 4, 9, and 10. So you got the 2 last spots and the first spot. And the first spot.
Yeah, and you
and 2 and I'm all in the middle. So then I got 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
The cha-cha now. Do the sci-fi cha-cha. Yeah, I love Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, Turner fan.
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow was great. I didn't think that was going to do as good, but it is. It's a great sci-fi movie. Good all around, awesome sci-fi movie. I wanted Independence Day to be number 1, but I'm actually glad Fifth Element took the spot.
You know,
Fifth Element.
Go wrong with either one, to be honest. With you.
I am. Yeah, any of those top 3, great, absolutely great movies. And I'm surprised Matrix was at an 8. But you said you're not really a Matrix fan, so
Yeah, I'm not being biased. I just,
no, we gave it good
100.
scores. I don't think it. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's still 85 and a half out of 100. That's
Yeah.
That's
now,
still
if
good.
you get someone that goes, the pacing is amazing, then them dudes love the damn movie because that movie's slow as shit.
Yeah, we still gave it a 7 for the pace. That's nothing to shake a stick at. Shake a stick. Our lowest score for the Matrix was the intensity at a 6.
Yeah, because there was no intensity.
No, it was more action. It was more violence and stuff going on. And yeah, I didn't really feel the intensity until the end of the movie when he started to realize that he was the one. And it was too little, too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Edge of Tomorrow, I think the intensity ramps up as it goes through the movie.
Yeah, it gets better. Yeah.
And then it takes a big jump when all of a sudden he loses the ability to time loop.
But
I was like,
he dropped when I was like, when they put the fresh blood. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the IV bag with the blood, I was like, shit. He's like, okay, I can't. I'm gonna have to hide behind you now because I can't die. Yeah. So then they only had one shot. They only had one more shot at it, and yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed it. That was a good rank. I'm happy.
Yeah, no.
Are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm happy I took all the spots, but yeah, I'm happy.
You took the top spot. You took the best one. You had the worst one. So
yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it was a good list anyway.
It was a good list. I think it was anybody's game really as to which one we get the highest score. It's Question for intensity on The Matrix. Could your opinion be influenced by the sequels? Because during the first movie, we don't know there will be another one. I don't think so. I basically...
That's a good question.
It's a good question. I scored the
intensity, regardless.
No, I scored the intensity based on that was going to be the only one.
Yeah. No.
Not that there was going to be any sequels. And I really don't think...
the movie never sets up for a sequel.
No, like I said, I think it had a really good closure as it was. It wasn't there wasn't any hint to me that there was going to be another movie.
There was none at all. This movie never gave a hint as a sequel at all.
Thanks,
to be honest with you. Yeah, thank you so much.
But I do see your point, Del. It's interesting to think about it. But yeah, I don't think I didn't score it based on thinking that there was other movies. I scored it as a standalone by itself.
Yeah, no. I totally agree. This movie does not set up a sequel like the others.
Yeah, and then the thing is, you were at a 5 for that, and I was at a 7, and that's why we rounded out to a 6.
Yeah, believe me.
It's all your fault.
It's my fault.
No.
5 in the middle. No.
I'm 50-50 on that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Score it right down the middle. All right, that's our show. So Alex, before we take off,
show.
our 3-hour tour, we're Gilligan's Island of of movie reviews.
Yes.
And Del says agreed. It never sets up a sequel. Great show. Thanks, Del. Really appreciate it. Thanks you guys for joining us. Alex, go ahead and plug your stuff before we go.
Yes, you can follow me on YouTube at Geeks and Flix. YouTube.com/Geeks and Flix. That's our YouTube channel. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. This Monday, we're not going to do a live show because it's 4th of July. But when we come back, we're going to be doing Director Spotlight Christopher Nolan. We watched all his films. We're going to be ranking the goods, the bads, the uglies. That's a pretty good way to use it. And then other than that, this Saturday, we're going to be doing an Insiders Collector's Cave with Pop Culture 33. Evan, he's going to be sitting down, and we're going to be talking about his Disney collection.
Awesome.
Other than that, that's pretty much it for now. Oh, and then I just dropped if you guys listen to podcasts, we have a podcast, which is an Action Movie Guys podcast, which is called Action Movie Guys Podcast. And today's episode was Moonraker. Now you know I'm getting tired because I'm double speaking.
We have an Action Movie Guys podcast, which is called the Action Movie Guys podcast.
Yeah.
It's called the Not Very Into Horror podcast.
Yeah. So today's newest episode is Moonraker, episode 1.
Yeah, you're going through the Roger Moore stuff. Yeah.
Yes, and then on Saturday, we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's the second episode.
That's fun. I like that one. Yeah, that's a good movie. I enjoy that.
That's gonna be actually pretty good. But that's all.
Awesome. So for me, 4K Lowedown, of course, we're on YouTube, and this is the second time we tried to do it on Tuesday. We were live on Facebook tonight, and that turned out pretty good. We actually got some contact on Facebook, so that was awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. For me, next week, no streams, no videos. I'm going to be taking the week off because it's my 28th wedding anniversary with my wife. So no 4th of July, no, I've got a baby shower to go to, and then 4th of July, and then my anniversary is on the 7th. So nothing until the 11th, when we will be on Instagram on the 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, for our special talk. So if you guys want to join us on Instagram, I think Alex will pick up later on the 11th on that Monday, so that'll be fun. And then on the 12th, Tuesday, we're going to do our Top 10 Tuesday with Turner Fan 77, and we're going to be discussing our top 10 comedies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's got 5, I've got 5. We're going to score them much like we did here. And see who wins.
That's going to be interesting. It depends on the comedy. If someone has Dumb and Dumber, then it's pretty much...
I was going to say, Nate and I talked about that because that was one of his, and I was like, I don't really like that movie, Nate.
Yeah.
But I gave it an honest score. I think we gave it an 80 altogether, so that was, I think that turned out all right. But yeah, it does have a poo scene, and that's kind of my saving grace for comedies, is it's got to have a good poo scene. So I don't know why. It makes me laugh all the time. All right, so we're going to sign off. Alex, thanks so much for being on the show. Those of you that hung out with us for almost 3.5 hours, I really appreciate you sticking in.
This is the longest stream
it was the longest stream that we've I did a 5.5 hour Star Wars thing where we ranked all the Star Wars movies, and thanks, Jay. I really appreciate it. Time to watch Strange New Worlds. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to watch that. As soon as I get Paramount Plus, that's on. That's happening.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to sign off. Everybody, take care. Have a great 4th of July, and I will speak to you guys the following week. Hopefully, you guys can catch Alex and Nate later on after the 4th of July for the Action Movie Podcast. Take care, everybody.